You should just go to Facebook. We'll find his. You gotta find his. His page.
The podcastrophy page. Oh god dang! I know it's a lot of fucking work.
I didn't know you were gonna make me Facebook.
I'm sorry.
I'll share it for Arkose on the Arkose behalf.
The cool thing about having a band on here. The really cool thing about having a band on here is I can share it to all the music groups and stuff.
It sounds like we're behind a little bit.
Yeah, it usually happens.
In case anybody swears.
It's for all the swears.
For all the swearing.
Page. It sounds like we're behind a little bit.
Yeah,
That was a long time ago.
I know. Yeah. It's ages. It's been ages.
All of this has already happened.
Damn.
Why do we?
This is. You know what this is
Time
from?
travelers.
This is from when Janet Jackson showed her titty on the Super Bowl. That's why all this is happening.
Yep.
Okay.
In case I show my titties.
That makes sense. So, help me out here.
You should be able to go down to. It should have say this live. Right there.
Oh, here?
Yeah, click that one.
This is a lot of work.
Click this. That was 15 minutes ago. Is this thing already over?
Honestly,
we're done.
It's getting close. We're about to wrap up. Oh shit, we already got Alan in here. Aren't you supposed to be working?
Yeah.
Is he on here?
Cool.
Maybe.
So, no.
I thought you were supposed to.
I think Dick locked me out, so I can't.
Yeah, I think so. What the fuck, Dick?
First 5 minutes of it. I was just trying to figure out how to share this shit on Facebook or stuff. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's a good thing we got that delay.
Stuff and
Bleep
things.
that
I already swear way too much for this.
That's not it.
He says, "What's up, motherfuckers? I'm watching from the workplace, bitches."
Maybe go down a little.
Call us
Back
bitches.
and forth. Yeah.
We should be working right now.
He said he's got to make sure Lance isn't talking shit.
No, we did have to clear up on Alan's behalf. He does not hate corgis.
It's not what I heard.
Well, so he originally said that he did. I don't know if he just changed his mind.
Corgis are pretty alright, though.
Pretty okay.
Can I share the fried finger from right here?
I think so, yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
I'm ready to start recording whenever you guys are ready.
I think that's it.
I'm ready.
Sweet.
I've already shared the 2 pages.
Nice.
I shared it too. I think.
The following journey into comics.
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 Journey into comics. Network production.
Who's ready for Huggies?
Warning. Podcast fatigue imminent. This is Podcast Fatigue with Sid and Tyler, and we're coming at you with a fistful of heritage on a podcast where anything goes and there are no safe spaces. This is Podcast Fatigue.
Like it, love it, yee!
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Podcast Fee episode 111. I'm your host, Dick. I got Dave here, of course.
What up?
And I got 2 very special guests.
There's
I got very special. I got Kyle Hostetter and Lance Rasmussen.
That's pretty close.
Rasmussen sounds cooler.
I always
Rasmussen
pretty
does
cool.
sound way cooler.
It sounds
I like
way
that.
cooler.
You just a more German type, just like Rasmussen.
Yeah.
I feel like that would make us. We need to be in a black metal band, though.
Yeah.
That's the case.
Well,
I mean, he's tried.
Yeah.
Way more cool.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just way too pale.
And you guys are both in the band Arkose.
Yes.
As far as I know.
Currently.
Currently.
And many other things.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Right on. Well, I'm very happy to have you on my show. I mean, you guys are kind of the reason this show exists, believe it or not.
What?
That's pretty cool.
I mean,
I didn't know that.
you're part of the journey. You're part of my journey into podcasting. Because I used to be in your band,
You did.
and then I quit
Yes.
because I couldn't cut it.
Well.
And that after I stopped doing that, I decided to check out the other side of music, the production side, and that led me to get a bunch of gear for recording and mixing, and then I was guesting a lot on podcasts with that gear, and then they're like, just start your own. I'm like, okay, and here I am.
Sweet.
It is pretty sweet.
111 episodes later.
111 episodes, a little over 2 years later, here I am.
I don't know
Yes.
how many things I've done 111 times.
I can think of one thing I've done at least 111 times.
I think I'm at 109.
Well, I'm done.
I think if I counted right.
Alan says he can't hear what I'm fucking saying. Dick.
Tell him to turn
I'm
the volume
sorry.
up.
It's
We can hear him.
they can hear me.
I hear you just fine.
I hear you just fine.
Maybe if I just turn my gain up a little bit. We'll see how that works. I don't know. But,
It isn't really high on the level there.
No, not really.
But nobody's is.
No. Oh well. So
It doesn't matter. If anybody can hear us, it doesn't really matter. Right?
Yeah.
As long as they can read lips, I think we're good.
I think we're good.
yeah, can you read lips?
So,
Yeah. My wife
this
can hear
far
me, so
away.
fuck off, Alan.
My wife.
So talk slower.
Talk
Slowly,
talk
real
slower
slow.
into the microphone for Alan.
Oh, Alan.
Oh, Alan. I am super bummed. I've told you guys this. I'm super bummed he's not here, but
I didn't know he
It
wasn't
is
going
what
to
it
be
is.
here.
We tried.
I kind of hid that fact from you because I didn't want you to
I'm
be disappointed
excited now.
beforehand.
I'm always disappointed by something. It's fine.
That's life. That's just
Used
life.
to it by now.
Yeah.
I don't know if. I mean, Alan couldn't have fit on this couch with
I
us.
mean, originally I was just gonna have like another chair here,
Yeah.
but then Kyle said only 2 of you were coming, so
I am wearing my gay jeans.
nice. You have specified gay jeans.
Yeah. So, yes. It's
not to be confused with the
It's
gay
not a
gene.
choice. It's not a choice.
The gay gene.
Yes,
That's
these,
plural.
Yeah, these weren't a choice. I didn't purchase them. They were forced upon me. It's not like, I mean, I think the gay gene is real. I mean, this is it. It's proof.
It's right there's proof.
Two of them.
That looks stretchy.
Oh, I think they are a little bit. In case I
Nice.
feel like bulking up.
Nice. These shorts are a little stretchy.
Yeah.
Like
But you need that, though.
a little bit.
Same. I feel you.
For when you start to, I mean, the high stuff, the high waist is coming back.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
I'm
true.
looking at it a
That's
little
true.
bit. Now I won't say anymore.
So you're in- you're in
I policed
Arkose.
myself.
Police yourself.
Yes.
You finally. So when I was in the band, you guys were Drench,
Yes.
and we were thinking about, or we were dead set on changing the name,
Yes.
and
We had
Arkose
to.
was one of those names that we decided on, but couldn't decide on.
There was some
But-
people.
Because I remember it was like, we want to name it Arkose, but at the same time, we don't want to name it Arkose.
We
If
couldn't.
we can
either.
come up with something better, we're gonna. But until then, Arkose is the So you went with Arkose.
They obviously couldn't come up with anything better.
Right.
It actually came up in my
It's
Facebook
perfect,
memories.
though.
Which sucks because I remember at one point in time on that little dry erase board there was Pirates of the Shaven Beaver. Why did we?
Why is that not a
Why didn't we just go with that?
That should be. That should.
Honestly,
It could have been. It was probably that close.
it's funny. I was about to mention the dry erase board because it came up in my memories the other day. A picture of it. It said
And it's gone.
oh
I don't even
man,
have
it
it.
said lyric ideas, and it said the first one was Korean turtle ships. Trying something different, but in a lower register.
Yes. Yes. See, we need to bring the dry erase board back.
I don't know why it's not there.
Well, now we could use this since we built on because we built onto the studio. Of course.
Yeah.
It looks
And,
fantastic, by the way.
We could have our own dry erase board.
Well,
room.
the whole sliding glass door we could just start writing on, like kind of a Rebel Alliance command center.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
that sounds
thinking-
awesome.
And then
Yeah.
you don't have to look at Alan as much too.
Everything we add makes them disappear
Yeah.
more.
I was thinking it's just scribbles of theorems and formulas.
Yes, there would have to be some formulas.
Oh yeah.
Like there's some
Yeah, there's-
serious Rain
yeah.
Man shit going on.
Yes, I mean you would have to have schematics.
Definitely
there,
schematics.
I think, and I'd say you'd have to have a couple formulas, and I think you'd have to not know what they are, and just make them insane. So just in case somebody wanted to come in, like Matt, you know,
Yeah.
Aaron agrees. It needs
Some
to come back.
mathematician come.
yeah, somebody come in.
I saw something. It is a picture. It was a text conversation, and it said, "Send nudes." She goes, no. And the guy goes, ugh. And then she goes, "Want to have sex though?" And then below that, it has like a picture of someone's homework, and it says, "You used all the wrong formulas, but still somehow got the correct
Got the
answer."
correct result.
That's
I don't
pretty
know. Boob pics are forever. Sex is
Not anymore, though.
kind of short-lived.
Not on Snapchat.
Not
no.
Snapchat.
Oh,
Unless
well,
you screenshot
you don't
that.
do Snapchat.
I don't,
I mean-
but I'm just saying that's like that's
No.
girls trying to like
That's like no commitment.
right. Yeah, grow up and send nudes via text like an
Right.
adult.
Absolutely. Like
Yeah.
an adult. Absolutely.
Like an adult. Get that
Yeah.
shit spread on the
Snapchat.
internet.
Snapchat's for teenagers. You know, that's for the young kids that can't get busted.
Damn right.
Yeah. Once you get old enough to send a text message and
Yeah.
a pic,
That's you know you
Yeah.
mean it.
gives you something to talk about years from now.
Mhm.
Not remember that one time, because that's
Yeah.
all you can do is remember.
Yeah.
Not to mention the folder on your computer. Is it tax returns 97?
Yes, yes.
Mine used to be Microsoft Excel.
Oh, you look at no, because girls hate gaming, so you just go into like game.
I wasn't
saves.
trying to hide it from girls. No girls were coming over.
Yeah,
It was just the
files.
family computer.
It's a fa-
The family
Family computer.
And then later on, my wife says, "There's some guys out there who don't like getting dirty pics. I won't say any names though. Yeah, I don't really care.
Those aren't guys.
It's not. It's not
But you're married. I feel like you're married. You get to see that on a normal basis.
yeah, exactly.
There you go.
I have the gay gene, and
I
I,
don't
still
know.
want nude pics.
I don't know.
I
Oh,
always.
I'll
I'm
get
just-
it.
I've never been into getting nudes, man. Just never been
Really?
into it. Yeah,
Man, something about
I
it.
would rather just see it in person.
It's better when you don't ask for it.
Yes. Very,
Yeah.
very
True.
true.
It's one of
Very
those
much.
nice surprises, like, you know, we're up on a roof, you know, we're throwing sheeting on a roof, and you get your phone out. It's like, I just made my day.
Yeah.
Suddenly, roofing is not so
I
bad.
had that happen at work too. I'm like, what's this? Oh,
Yeah.
right.
I mean, I'm excited a little bit. The day's
I work
better,
in
especially on
way too
Mondays.
close proximity to people, so it's like whenever I get one of those, I'm like, ah, shit, who saw it? It's happened. I opened a Snapchat for my wife, and my buddy Brandon, he was just standing right behind me, and I just popped it up. I'm like, whoa! he kind of looked behind me. He's like,
Oops.
he's like, I've seen your wife's boobs.
Right place, right time.
Yeah.
So he's seen my wife's boobs. Good for him.
I love boobs.
I do too.
Big fan.
Big fan.
But back to it, though, yes, I do miss the dry erase board.
Yeah. I'm glad we could all come around back to
Boobs,
that.
dry erase
Back
board.
around.
Jake Surd says, "Can these guys actually play, or are they just ridiculously good looking?"
No, does anybody remember Milli Vanilli?
Yes.
Vaguely.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all I need to say, right?
You guys did Milli Vanilli?
We pick sound clips from the internet, mash it
Match together.
hit the play button, and we jump around on stage. It's a great time.
It's been like what, a year since you played North End Pub last?
No,
300.
no, it's not been.
355.
Close. I remember.
So
I was
10
at that
days
show.
shy.
10-day shot.
It's
That was
not
a
been a
Halloween
year. Give
show.
us some credit.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, we still got 2-3 weeks before
Yeah, you're
Halloween,
right.
so
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
right. I'm
hasn't been a year.
close.
It's been like 357 days, 358 maybe.
Get your facts straight,
But
Dave.
anyway,
51 weeks.
what's up, sir?
Hmm.
Not you, I guess. I don't know where to look.
Oh, there's a camera.
Oh, it's up there.
There's a camera.
I didn't know where it was.
You could also just look at the screen like a
Wave
lot
at
of
the
people
camera.
do. I always look at myself on the screen.
You just shouldn't do that.
You're right.
I mean, it kind of looks like you're posing.
Look at myself and just get sad, so I have to look at myself.
Self-loath. That spot on the couch is reserved for self-loathing.
Is that the center of the couch? The self-loathing
Center.
center?
Well, good thing I'm here.
But I love
Huge,
Dave.
though.
I love
I mean,
Dave.
you're not like fat guy.
Oh,
You're big.
just big, yeah.
He sings
I
about
mean-
being fat though.
I do sing about being
Do you?
fat. Yeah.
Is it in a bad way or a good way or?
Kind of in a good way, in a healing way. I'm very, very body positive. I've played many a show in just my underwear. I'm very body positive.
Oh yeah.
Are you talking? I mean, is it briefs or boxers?
Briefs.
Okay, those are harder to get the cucumber to really look like it's
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
You
Sometimes
can
it
tape
falls out.
You tape it to.
Sometimes it falls out. People see my wing.
I mean, camo duct tape.
Just camo duct tape. Yeah, I can't
Tape
see
it
the
to
top
your
button.
I wear the boxer briefs, but I always get caught because you can see where I folded up all the tin foil around the cucumber,
Right.
so it makes like an extra little
Okay.
line.
Extra line, yeah. Unrealistic.
So I'm getting a lot of Dave love.
Oh, shit.
Audra Linder, is that your mom?
That's my mom.
Your mom says
Ah,
David
jeez.
is a handsome man.
Oh, thank you, Mom.
Yes.
Oh,
And
Now I
shucks.
feel
Alan
bad
says-
because your mom is on here.
No.
I think I even swore. Once.
That's all right. Mama Chips is used to it.
Alan says, Dave, I love you and miss your hugging embrace over a high life.
Oh, we should do that.
We should do that.
We should embrace and drink high lives.
So yeah, the dry erase word needs to come back.
It needs to come back. It does. It does.
Or just cover up Alan through the drum room.
Well, we can do both. I mean,
Yeah.
You're not, you're
Yeah.
absolutely
yeah,
right.
there's no limit to what we can do.
I mean, if you're only
It's
limiting
2019.
yourself.
Well, if we get
You're
a dry
right.
erase marker
You're right.
and Alan's back behind there, we could draw little mustaches and top hats on him.
I was
I mean,
thinking
he's,
that.
he's
So
going to be
it's all from-
stationary,
from-
so it's not like he's going to move around
Right.
So we
from
go
that
up-
mustache too much.
So there's like 4 mustaches just on the sliding glass door.
Right where he goes.
Well, why is there 4 and it's just from each of our perspectives? So Alan always looks like he has a nice mustache. And it can be like the people that you were fond of. Like you could do the Mario,
A curly.
The big
you could
curly
do the
one.
Hitler.
I would
Yeah, you
do
could do that stuff.
the handlebar, which
Yeah.
by the way, that was awesome. It was like a year or so ago when you had the handlebar
Oh, I do it
mustache.
Once
What?
a year.
It was
Which
awesome.
has it already been this time a year?
Yeah, I've done that already this year. I'm now in full beard mode.
Because of November.
No, just because
I didn't know if you were one of those guys. I would drop down.
I
in
usually-
respect a little bit.
I usually shave and do the handlebar mutton chop thing around June,
June.
and then
Yeah.
after 4th of July, I just go full shaven. Then I'll shave a week, and then I stop.
I fully shaved once, but I was trashed.
How long ago was that? Like,
That was yesterday.
Yesterday, yeah.
Oh, it's good stuff. Who else is on? Who else is?
we got Aaron, still Jake, my friend from high school, Derek Rector.
I remember his sister, Misty.
How well do you remember?
Not in that
Not
way.
Oh my.
Her best friend Shauna at the time, though, I do remember her very well.
Sean?
Shauna.
Shauna?
Sean.
I know Sean.
Sean.
Shauna.
Did she cut hair?
No.
Oh,
No, she
anyway,
did not
Shauna.
cut hair.
So you guys have a couple shows this weekend.
Yes.
Let's talk about them. Plug that shit.
Well,
You did
they're both at North End Pub.
Yeah.
I think they both start at 8, right?
AKA Jerry Lee's.
Mm-hmm.
In case,
Good old Jerry
in
Lee's.
case people
Jerry
don't
Lee's.
remember.
It's the bar formerly known as Jerry Lee's.
Okay.
Like Prince.
Yeah.
It's the symbol now.
Derek says she got fat.
So, any nude pics by any chance?
Of North End Pub? I've seen the
Probably.
inside of that place.
Yeah, I'm hoping to make at least Friday.
You should go both.
I
Really.
have prior commitments Saturday.
Right.
But what's more
The
important?
Arkose show. But you could okay, so if you're going to see Arkose on Friday, then you could just say, hey, there's another really cool band coming to town on Saturday, and you could go see The Great The Signal on Saturday. And it just so happens that if you stay a little bit later, we'll be there too.
Boom.
That is
That's
true.
a pretty good deal.
That is true.
Yeah.
And you won't catch any flack because nobody's going to say, God, you just wouldn't sell them
You
last
saw
night.
last night. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, do
Yeah,
something
there's
with
this other
us.
thing.
Are we going to play euchre or not?
I got a wedding on Saturday. One of my best friends is getting married.
What? Who gets married on a Saturday?
Everyone.
Why aren't they doing it at North End Pub?
Yes.
That's what I wanted to
So
know.
every year SIA has their appreciation day.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And my friend
I
Calvin.
used to go to that.
My friend Calvin's been trying to get, like, anytime he hears someone's getting married, he's like, dude, you should do it at Appreciation Day. It's already catered.
Okay.
That's save a lot of money that
It's
way.
not a bad
It's
deal.
already catered. Everyone's there.
I picture a wedding where you go to and there'd be like this huge, massive wok that was like 6 feet in diameter, and it's just got full of ramen noodles.
Ramen noodles.
Not the good ones that you go downtown and get. Somebody went to Payless and bought them all. And they just
All the
mixed them
chicken.
together.
All the chicken.
they just mix them all
ramen.
together.
Oh, good.
Thousands and
Yeah.
thousands of packages,
Yes,
like $5
yes.
worth of ramen.
It only cost
Yeah,
you $5.
Nice.
$5 of ramen. I mean, you can throw a little bit more. Do some Lowry's or something like that. Some-
No, Montreal steak seasoning.
okay, you could do that too.
Boom. Yeah. Just boom. Dig
So-
in.
It's so versatile.
And butter.
So versatile.
Lots and lots of
Delicious.
butter.
You can have it in so many ways.
Yeah.
The possibilities are endless with ramen.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh.
some of the noodles too. Sometimes
So-
it seems like sometimes they're endless.
yes.
So, would any of you guys like a drink? I have some beer in that fridge.
I can't drink and drive.
You're right.
I can't believe you condone that.
Yeah.
I've got
I
water.
got water.
I mean, vodka. I've got
I'm a
bottle
rock star.
It's a rock star's
of
drink.
vodka.
I drink vodka.
Beer.
It's the new Aqua vodka.
Yeah.
Aqua vodka. Fina.
So are
Vodka.
you're gonna be there Friday?
I'm gonna try to be there Friday.
Are you gonna be there, Dave?
I actually have a prior engagement Friday, but it's like right across the street, so I might be able to
Is
do
it?
both.
Oh yeah, you got the straight edge kegger thing.
Yeah, my buddy's
Straight
movie
edge
is
cake.
filming, or is screening that night at Carnahan Hall.
So you're right there.
Yeah, so hopefully I can bounce back and forth.
I mean, you guys aren't going. You're headlining.
I think we play
Ah.
at 10. I want to say 10 on Friday,
Okay.
and then
Something
11
like that.
Saturday, I believe.
I would show up at 8, just to make sure you
Yeah.
don't miss us.
Right.
He's got a point.
And there's some really good bands that
Yeah, who's playing Friday?
Yeah, we got Escape the Paradigm
Okay.
and
Eric Cobra.
I do not want to miss Eric Cobra.
Eric Cobra's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not to take anything away from any other band that is playing, but amazing show. Love playing with those guys.
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited.
I love
Great.
watching it.
I've heard a lot about them
It's-
from Lance. I've not
It's
seen
been
them.
a while since they've done Doom Room stuff.
We played with their last Two Room show. We played
Yeah.
with them at the Lafayette Theater.
It's going to be great. It's going to be great both nights. I mean, Degrade is amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And Eric Cobra is amazing. I have not heard the other band yet.
Neither.
I mean, and we're okay. So,
I would say moderately okay.
moderately okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. I'll
I've
go
seen
with
you
that.
guys once. It was
Was
when you were
it a year
drenched.
ago?
It was when you were drenched, though.
Well, that could have been good or bad.
It was a good show. I think it was.
Depends on the show.
I think it was Degrade the Signal that you guys played with, if I remember
it
correctly.
Soil?
Yes,
Okay. You
Yes.
saw a great night.
that was a good night.
That was a great night. Not like the last time Drench played. That was not a good
It's
night.
not a good night.
That was
It was a fun show, though.
That was a fun
There was
show.
a lot of really good bands.
I really enjoyed myself that night.
Yes.
It was that was the first time I saw you live, outside of practice.
Is it different?
Yeah,
I mean,
because
I can see it being a little bit different.
I wasn't singing, which to be fair, I wasn't singing when I was in the band.
That sounds like Dick.
Wow, wow.
Are we up to like 5 people now?
Yeah. Oh, we got 8 people watching.
8 people.
Damn, you guys bringing the people.
That's like double our normal.
Derek
Facebook.
Rector
That's almost
says.
all of our followers. Yeah. Almost all of them.
Derek says, "Tell one of the big boys tits or get off, or get out. I need this."
We talking about what? Like,
Oh shit!
Is it there?
There we go.
Censored.
There you
That just
go.
happened.
Taken
Boom.
down.
That just happened.
taken down.
Facebook police taken down. We got zocked.
Is this on Facebook?
It's on
Yeah, that's right,
Facebook,
we shared it.
Twitch,
Joe
and-
shared.
We did share it
Facebook,
earlier.
Twitch, and YouTube.
Yeah. I got on Facebook and shared this.
Is that like is that Michael J. Fox's like personal site?
I heard he was part of
Wow.
the founding of it, but I don't know if he still is involved.
Oh, good on Michael J. Fox jokes. Whew. You don't hear those very often. That's great.
Why does Michael J. Fox make the best smoothies?
He's probably really good at mixing those things up.
No, he uses the best ingredients.
Is it? Okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
Why?
I mean, he seemed very intelligent in Family Ties. So,
Yeah, that's very true.
yeah. So I could see the best ingredients only being good enough.
Next question. Why is Helen Keller a terrible driver?
Yeah, she's
I'm
dead.
gonna assume.
You got it.
I heard them all.
I was running through them today. One I was really getting people with was a really terrible pickup line. Are you guys ready for this? Hey girl, are you a school? I want to shoot kids inside of you.
Oh my god.
Terrible. The worst.
And now we're taking down Facebook.
Hey girl, is your name Sandy Hook?
Oh,
Nice. Wait.
My favorite was, yo girl,
Because I want to
you
shoot blanks inside
are
of
you
you.
a foreign dictator? Because there's a political uprising.
So
in
you're
Afghanistan.
okay. You're with me on that. Then.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Sandy Hook conspiracy. I'm not much of a conspiracy guy.
I can add to the school thing. So, I had a friend of mine a long time ago that always never said a whole lot, but when he did say something, it was priceless. So we had a wall because my little brother was in Afghanistan. So we had this wall. I was going to have this big thing made where everybody could write on it, and I was going to send him this big, huge envelope and this huge card of that whole wall folded up. That never happened. But
Bum.
everybody wrote on this wall. So, you know, that was one of the things was if you were homework, I'd be doing you on the desk right now. It's great.
Classic.
that's great. That's classic.
That's classic. That's
Yeah.
wholesome.
Right. It's good stuff. It's good stuff.
That's quality right there.
All right, so let's keep talking about the band,
Music stuff.
music stuff.
What would
Let's
you like to know?
describe your band. Like, what's your sound? And like, I don't know how much you want to get into the history of the band, but
Oh, we can go from the whole entire beginning if we want to.
Let's
It
do
doesn't
it.
really
Let's-
matter to
We
me.
let's
can
talk
go
about-
re-beginning.
Does anybody want to hear anything about? Do they would just want us to shut up?
I'm just driving this thing along. You know, I'm steering this. Let's talk about like the beginnings when it was Drench. Like,
Well-
where'd you guys come from?
It started out with me and Andreas and Squire.
Who came from P-Off,
Yep.
Yeah.
So
my old band.
former members of P-Off and Behind Dying Eyes and Blacked Out basically found themselves without bands. So we decided, screw all this stuff. Let's have some drinks. Let's write some music.
Oh yeah.
Just the three of us. So then my brother, who's a big karaoke singer, goes to Cox Pub one night, bumps into this guy named John Beard and says, we're looking for a vocalist. He needs to call me. We weren't looking for a vocalist. We weren't looking for anything. We were just drinking and playing some music and having some fun because of what was prior to that was it was getting serious and all that
Right.
stuff. It was just kind of nice just to sit back and just play something. So John came down and first practice, we had like 3 songs and Drench was born.
Nice.
And that went that way for probably three years. And for whatever reason, Squire was not in the band anymore. We found Alan.
Funny, can I-
Stole him from.
I was gonna say, can I make
Yes,
a side note
yes,
on that?
Absolutely.
So Matt and I, you've met Matt before, so
Yeah.
we had our own little thing going on, Far Cry from Innocence, and I was dating a girl that worked at the Vault, Chelsea, and she had met Alan because he had just started working there or something like that. She's like, I met this guy, he plays drums. I'm like, we need a drummer. So I called him up and he's like, oh, I just joined this band called Drench. And I was like, son of a...
Damn it.
So we went for
Where did you find Alan? Like,
John.
was it on the side of the road somewhere, or
John.
That's where I found him.
John knew him from somewhere, which I would assume would be wherever there may have been alcoholic beverages served.
Makes sense.
accurate?
It's a very good possibility. I don't know for sure. Alan may be able to shed some light on that, but So we went over and watched him play around a little bit. It was like, he plays drums,
Take and play.
and he was really good at what he was doing, you know. So it was like,
I always
we can work with that.
really enjoyed Alan's playing.
Yeah.
He's
So
got a really cool style to his playing.
yep. So we played with that lineup for just a little bit, and John decided he didn't want to play bass anymore. So we picked up an old friend of mine that I started playing music with when I was 15. We were in a band long ago, before you guys were even born, probably. Hundreds of years before you were born.
Eons.
So then, yeah. So Rich came in, played bass for us for a while, and you know, not to shed any bad light or anything like that, but it didn't work out with John. We, you know, had some issues and stuff like that, and then we tried out Dick and Kyle actually a couple of years ago to fill in to replace John.
We tried the two vocalist thing for
Yes,
like
you
what,
tried
week
the
and a
two
half, 2
vocalist
weeks
thing.
maybe.
Yep.
A practice.
A practice.
That sounds.
But that's how I started hanging because I came over to your place.
Which is it's so funny. Yeah, you popped in and I'm like, I think I know you.
Yeah.
Because
We both went to Delphi.
yeah,
Oh,
and
okay,
his
okay.
sister graduated a year ahead of me, and yeah, it's
But then I just started seeing him at the vault all the time.
yeah.
So,
You don't ever see me there now. Like now that all the staff is gone,
yeah. I was there for
Same.
the
I was there
the
Saturday
work
night.
staff, not the staff infections. That's all.
That's still there. That's still there.
I was there Saturday night for the first time in months. Probably 5 or 6 months.
Yeah,
if
we
not
went there a
longer.
couple weeks ago, and it was just we couldn't stand any of the bar staff.
I was there for Brandon's last night, and I'm like, well, other than Roy, I have no
and now
excuse to be
Roy's not
here.
there.
Oh.
Yeah, Roy left. Yeah.
That's because I know the entire staff now. They're all watching. I'm just
Good.
All right,
Maybe,
fine.
maybe they'll do better. Maybe they'll do better.
Do better.
Yeah.
So we put out a CD.
Yeah, you did. I love that CD.
Yep.
I still jam that CD.
I think it's a solid
It is.
solid production of what we were. It was a long time, you know, in the writing and everything. And thought we did a pretty good job
Trends.
on it. And then we tried John out again and gave it one last hurrah. It didn't work out, and then there's a cover band in Chicago, same name, threatened to sue us for using their name, and so we decided it was time to change the name. We had gotten rid of John, and it was time just a fresh start.
And this was right around the time I came in, right?
Yes.
So you had gotten Aaron before that, though, right?
Oh yes, yes.
Oh, yeah, Aaron.
Can't forget about
Well,
the bass
The
player.
bass player.
That whole
Everyone
time,
does.
that whole time between the this is the end CD and John leaving is oh my gosh, it was madness in that time. I mean, you guys tried out. You know, we got John back. We put out a CD. Rich left right after we recorded the CD. And we got Aaron probably 4 or 5 months later, and just tried to start making something work, and we just couldn't couldn't handle John anymore, and
Yeah.
decided it was time. We couldn't do anything with that name, and John was out, and it was time to just start over. So we took what few songs we had left that were not on the CD, and just kind of started over again. And from the time you guys tried out, Aaron and everybody else really liked Kyle a lot. So decided we forced Kyle to come back from Alabama and be in our band. So,
Yeah.
then we just started kind of writing, and then for a little while there we had Justin Earl, which is one of Alan's old bandmates
Yeah.
from up north, and phenomenal, but he, for whatever reason, couldn't be in the band anymore.
Okay.
So he left us. We got Kyle, and we've been really just trying to get away from Drench for a year, and that hopefully this CD, because this is Friday night is our CD release party as well, and it's basically the line in the sand the everything that was between John and now, everything that's happened is on that CD. There's a little bit of Kyle, there's a little bit of Justin, there's a little bit of John, and it's just the end of that era.
Well, there's even a little bit of Dick on
Yes,
there.
there is a little bit
of Dick.
You got
Well,
Really?
You got the D.
it's just the tip.
I mean,
Just-
just
you
the
literally
dick
got
tip.
the D.
Yeah.
Did my vocals, my backup vocals
They
make
are on
it?
there.
Awesome.
They are on there.
Awesome.
Yes, they
I
are.
think if we play
If
River of
you
Deceit,
play
I
the,
think you'll get to
River
hear
of
them.
Deceit and Black.
Oh,
The Black. is
yeah.
on
So
there
we
too.
ended up using a big
Ended
part of what
we
you
used
wrote
his
for the
bridge.
Black.
Yep.
We ended up
The
using that
bridge
on there,
verse.
and it actually
Yeah.
works out really well.
I had to really dig through like my phone, the notes on my phone to find those.
Yeah.
I'm like, where is it? I know it's in here. Yeah, that was fun. That was a fun night.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a few songs on this album that's coming out Friday that are old. I think Tug of War and Black are both. They're pushing three and a half years
That's it.
old.
I
Maybe
thought we were
4.
doing that album
Maybe
release.
4.
Not to really toot my horn, but I named the Black.
Yes, you did. You did.
Because
And
They when I tried
Did you
out,
incorporate the Black into the lyrics though?
I did.
Oh, so did I. Oh.
yeah.
I'll send you my original demo of it. No, I remember. So before I joined, I was at Dog and Sons with Nick Maxon, and I was just talking, and I was like, man, I think I'm ready to get back into the music game. I'm itching. I really want like a guitar driven band that's heavy and fun, and like I'm ready to do it. And then
None of those things are Drench.
so I get home and I'm all of a sudden tagged in a post in like one of the local music groups, and it's the ad for Drench needs a vocalist.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey.
And we're like, well, you can't go wrong with a little bit of Dick.
Then Aaron
Little bit of Dick
messages
in
me.
life.
Yeah.
Aaron messages me, sends me a couple songs, including a song that said Black Joseph, or
Yes.
it said.
So
oh,
the
yeah.
song is about it didn't have any lyrics.
Yeah.
What John tried to sing to that was the lyrics were the worst thing John had ever wrote, and it may have been great to him, but John was a great lyricist, and that song just fell way short. So we ended up never using any of his vocals or anything for that, and that became kind of the forerunner of everything that was about to happen.
Yeah, I mean,
After that,
you
so
guys
it was
basically
still
use that as a tryout.
Yeah,
Like, hey,
so-
what can you write to this?
because it was so hard to write lyrics to and sing to. It became a perfect song just to kind of see what somebody might be capable of. And
Yeah, I remember it. The file said Black Joseph, which I thought it was like somebody in the band was named Joseph, and
no,
they
so
they named.
if you
So I called it the Black.
Catastrophe, number one, and been with you guys this whole time and for years or something. You find out that I have tons of songs. They have some pretty crazy titles.
Yes, I remember.
It's whatever happens at that point. So the Black
Yep.
Joseph is just about a guy that works with Andreas that I think his name was Joseph and he was black. So it was called the Black Joseph.
Well, like
But then
it,
when
it always
used it to
worked.
try out though, so I've got a Dropbox folder of the Black and it's got everybody's name.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
So when it got to Dick, it was the Black Dick. And
Black
that-
Dick.
So it had to stay as the title forever. But it's 2019. You can't really say the Black Dick now.
Yeah.
So
It's the African American Dick now.
right, I would go with colored, but that's just. I think we need to bring that back.
Folks, there are no safe spaces here. It's in the intro.
I didn't say that. Didn't I?
I didn't hear
Can you beat that?
No censorship. We don't censor on
Fix
podcasts.
it in post.
See, sometimes I police myself. Sometimes I don't.
Sometimes you don't. I don't have a filter, so you're good.
Sometimes it's more of a Andy Griffith policing than it is a Minority Report. So
I love that.
the speed is a little bit different.
Gotcha.
So anyway, yeah. So then it basically it came down to we just wanted to finalize this segment. We thought about just starting all the way over, and not really doing anything, but just clean slating it. But
Well, that's
there
what
was
you
some
did.
good songs.
That's
in
what you
there.
did when I came in, because
Yes.
the only thing that we were doing that wasn't brand new was the black.
Yes,
And then we did Choose to Exist.
Yep.
Such a fun song.
great song. We listened to 56 Feet today.
Oh my god. I wish.
See, that's another song title. See, we were opening for 56 Feet a couple times. We have a song called 56 Feet. It has nothing to do with them.
Nope. It does not.
So,
I remember we were trying to, like, I remember converting it into meters at one point just to be a fuckhead. No, that's one song I wish I had finished and done to its full potential.
yeah,
That's such a great
we rocked
song.
out to some Dick this morning before work.
Nice.
Gotta rock out some dick sometimes.
Yep,
Yeah, that song and Tidal Wave. I loved those songs. I loved all of the music you guys were making and sending my way.
See, Tidal Wave. So this new album. I mean, John had a version of Tidal Wave. You had a version of Tidal Wave. I think there's 4 versions of that song,
Mhm.
and Justin did such a great version of it and the version he did with Kyle singing on it. You know, Kyle sounds amazing on it, so it worked really well. What John had wrote wasn't bad, but you get different vocal, people, and some things sound alright. That's why we weren't going to do any old Drench stuff, was because you were not going to reproduce what John did.
No, I mean, not to mention, I couldn't get the timing down.
Right. There was an issue with timing.
The story of Dick and Drench.
Timing.
Drench Dick.
It's all timing.
It's all timing. It was
I mean,
terrible timing.
you're probably not in Drench or Arkose because maybe you showed up late or too early. I mean, if a couple of years later, you might be in Arkose. So it was just timing.
Maybe when I'm gone.
I hope
Yeah.
Kyle's not going anywhere. I hope we don't have any lineup changes for a long time. I'm
No,
so
well,
glad
no.
about
I
it.
mean, I wouldn't
It's not fun.
expect you to want that.
I mean, we're getting old.
Yeah, you are.
Are you, how old?
I mean, specifically you.
I'm almost 30, but
I was gonna say, probably not even 30.
close.
No, I had so much
My
fun.
guitars are older than you.
I had so much fun during that time, and I learned so much. And then like I had so much anxiety because I had so much pressure put on me. One, to fill
Oh,
John's
yeah.
shoes,
Oh yeah.
which
Well, and it wasn't your style either.
it was.
So
though.
that made it even harder.
It was my style, or I was at least trying to fit it.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Um,
I definitely think of you as more of a metal vocalist.
Yeah,
And that's
and
what
I was trying to break out of that.
I don't think that, Drench, I don't consider ever being metal really.
Mhm.
Arkose to me is not metal.
Yeah,
I think it's just like what the name means. It's 75% rock and 25% metal.
Yeah.
Or it's sedimentary rock with 25% metal in it. That's what Arkose is.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's perfect for us because that's kind of what it is. You want to know what are we like? I would say Seven Dust meets Down meets
Okay.
something else. Kyle brings a different element
he's
to
a big
it.
Crowbar fan, so.
I was gonna say Crowbar, but I thought everybody would just be like, "Oh, Lance and the freaking Crowbar." So,
Oh,
if I can
Lance.
find a Crowbar Danzig tribute band, or even one we can just smash together and make
Well, and I
something
think-
new.
I'm in.
River of Deceit. To me, River of Deceit was the song that brought in some of that down.
It did.
What Alan? As soon as Alan heard it, he's like, "Dude, Maylene and the Sons of Disaster." I'm like, "That's kind of what I was, kind of what I was going for. A little bit of that groove, and
Speaking of that, do you want to just go ahead and play River of Deceit right now?
let's
We
do
can
it."
totally do that.
All
I
right.
don't mind jamming
Sweet.
out.
All right, folks, this is Arkose, River of Deceit.
World premiere.
Ooh, yes.
Aaron says enough with the crowbar. It's funny because I'm in the car, right? Okay. I haven't heard the whole thing. I just heard my
Now,
Aaron says enough with the crowbar. All caps.
I agree. More crowbar. Yeah, I agree.
I mean, they can hear us talk right here.
Premature on your dick. It's gonna happen.
I was trying to remember what I did. That was a late night. And ended up being a giant snowstorm. That was such a bitch ride. I put you on the second runner, right? Yeah, that was it was a lot longer than it should. It just wide out. Wide out.
You kept it in, I set it free, oh yeah. You burned this bridge and now the fire lights a torch. I used to light the bathroom from me. You let it slip away. You let it slip away. And I know you wanna hate me, but you know you never can. I'll send you down into the depths of hell and find you with your better man.
Awesome.
Nice.
That's
awesome.
All
Yeah, that sounds really
right.
good.
Hell yeah. That was
Is there less?
River of Deceit by Arkose.
Is there less or more people now?
I think less. You've dropped down from 8 to 5 now.
Oh man,
Jesus.
there's 3
It's,
people.
it's all right. There's not a lot of people that watch us.
Weeding them out.
Not really.
Well, we were hoping to change that.
I was hoping too.
Famous rock stars coming in.
Yeah, rock
and-
stars.
Man, your sights set way too high.
Yeah, man, took off work early.
What? Just because there's rock stars here and there's no.
Right.
I don't get it.
Oh, now we're down to 4.
Let's go to 0.
Too much chatter. I think that's probably what it is.
Too much.
Quick, back to talking about boobs.
Yeah, we
Gotta bring the numbers up.
We're
I'm
talking
gonna take my shirt off.
Yeah, New Pigs had us up to 8.
No. Bummer. No, I dug that track a
Yeah.
lot.
It's all right.
It's really good.
It's out there now.
It's out there to the world.
It is.
I mean,
'Cause that's
this
a premiere, isn't it?
Pretty much, yeah. 'cause-
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's
Part of my first premiere.
Me too.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
We should have it there every time.
Yeah.
Every time we premiere something,
Yeah.
and then all the other times, you can still be here.
I can still be here too.
Oh,
I'm just gonna be here.
Aaron says, and I don't count since I'm in the band, so 3.
Jeez.
Wow.
Sometimes you just have to be a fan of
Yeah.
music. You don't have to be, right then. I wasn't a musician. I was just rocking out.
Fuck yeah.
Just some good tunes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
It's always really cool because I mean they say kill your darlings, but like if you're really into the music that you're making, like that means something.
Yeah. I
Like-
totally agree.
As long as one person is into what you're making, like on the outside, that's even better. You've done your job.
Yeah, I mean, I would hope that one person buys a CD.
Yeah, of course.
I hope so.
No, that's the cool thing. Like,
I'll buy
as
a
long
copy.
as
And it's
you-
because of the music, though, is what I'm saying. Not because they're friends.
Oh,
or
right,
something
yeah.
like that. Just,
I mean, the whole purpose
So-
of expression is so
Not
you're
that you
into
don't
what
want
you're into.
friends.
You're into what you make.
Right.
buy it.
Yeah,
Like, if you're not into what you're making,
So then
why
why-
do it?
I agree.
Or why put it out?
You got to do it for yourself.
That is that brings me to the whole like fans like dogging on bands for like changing their style or something and
Oh.
just ripping them, and it's just like for years Slipknot, every single CD completely different,
Yeah.
vastly different. I mean, Iowa and Slipknot are
Fast.
pretty
Vastly?
similar, but vastly.
I don't know about vastly.
I mean,
It's-
go from Iowa to Volume 3.
Yeah, that was a big
That's
difference.
big
Go
difference.
from Justice to the Black Album.
That's also a big difference.
Big
I always
difference.
thought
Big,
Yes.
huge.
Yeah.
I always got a kick out of the fact that you go to YouTube and you find any artist and you look in any comment section on any video, and it's all negative.
Oh yeah.
Everything, it's all negative.
Look at all
It's
that
like,
remains.
if you don't like something, just keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like, then why are you listening?
Unless it's
Well,
all that
or-
remains,
yeah,
and then dog on it.
Exactly, right there. Yeah.
I love all that remains. Even through all their crappy albums,
I don't think they really had any crappy albums. I think they went towards a rock
they did.
sound more.
This
more
this
than a metal
newest album
sound,
is
but
much more back to their older stuff.
Yes.
Just newer.
I've heard part of it. It's pretty
Uh,
good.
They definitely
The
went a
last
lot
one-
heavier.
Last one with Ollie, right?
Yep. hmm
I mean, I know I'm a little bit older than most rock stars.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, that's true.
Right,
A lot
I
of
am
young
a little
rock
bit-
stars.
Right. I'm not 25. Full head of hair. Life is good.
You made it past 27, so you must not be much of a rock star.
Right. So,
Got a point.
but when you get a little bit older and you realize, I mean, my style's changed. I remember my 20s. I was trying to play songs that I could barely even play, and that was all that mattered.
Mhm.
If you weren't pushing that envelope of what you were capable of doing, you weren't even trying. And now, maturity is maybe more of a listener than somebody trying to impress somebody. I don't even care if somebody's impressed about what I'm playing. I don't care if I'm going chunk, and that's the whole thing I play, an entire song, if that's what works.
Mhm.
And I would have never done that 20 years ago. It would have been,
Yeah.
now I've got to be, it would be just progressive metal. That's all I would be into. And now, I can look at that now and say, I can totally understand Metallica. Go out and play Justice on tour for a couple of years and tell me
Yeah.
what the next album's going to be.
Yeah.
Not
It'll
fucking
be the
that.
Black Album.
It'd be the Black Album. Exactly.
I just want a break where things are a little bit easier.
Which is hilarious because they ended up touring for 3 or 4 years
Yes.
on the Black Album. It's like,
Now there is
Now
no
it's
excuse
really
for
sick.
load and reload.
There's no
excuse for
excuse.
those.
Right.
Or St. Anger.
No.
Oh,
I'm telling
the
you,
Saint Anger debate.
I'm not going to get into
Oh,
it.
boy.
There's not enough time.
Oh, God, no.
no, they played some Saint Anger on the
I think
latest
it's-
S&M.
It's tied
Did they?
for the.
Yeah.
It's tied for
That's too
Metallica's
bad.
best
They've
album.
been
So who played the trash can?
No, they've actually-
You were the second person that has told me that, and it's crazy. Everyone else is like it's garbage. 'Cause
Some
it's
of the
garbage.
best, meanest, heaviest riffs.
No, you're right.
Metallica's
There
ever
are
done.
there is good stuff there.
And
It's
I'm-
just there's
It's the snare drum.
it's the snare, it's the
so,
mix.
So this is how you do it. This is what I told Kyle. We had arguments about this constantly.
It's a
about
cool
stuff.
snapshot into the history of
If
Metallica.
if you buy Saint Anger and you buy the deluxe one, it has the DVD in there. It also has the original or the release, the regular release. Then it also has another CD in there of the rehearsal.
Yeah.
Listen to that. That's Metallica raw, just playing live in there. And the
I mean-
trash can snare's gone. And it
They've
just
they've been
sounds
playing
raw and
some
badass.
Saint Anger songs lately. Like not
'Cause they're
outside
awesome.
of S&M, they played Saint Anger and it sounded way better. And I actually like that song
It's-
album.
Yeah.
I like that
I like
song
the whole
on the
album.
album. It's a cool snapshot and look at where they were as a band.
And I think I think that is what it comes down to
Mhm.
is where are you? I mean, we want to go back to Slipknot. how do their albums change? Well, the lineup even changed. I mean, stuff changed, things changed, people changed.
Especially the last couple
You know,
albums with the lineup, yeah.
When I heard Aaron Lewis pre acoustic sessions,
Pre-country.
Mud Shovel. I mean, that's good
Mud
stuff.
Shovel, yeah.
That's good stuff.
Did you ever listen to their last album, Stain's last album? The
No,
self-titled?
because as soon as Aaron Lewis made money off of that one song, everything just shifted to that.
To that, yeah.
Well, not the last album.
Okay.
The last album is a lot more like Dysfunction.
Okay.
A lot of screaming, a lot of just fucking Aaron
Well,
Lewis.
probably because he's broke again. So that's what
When
I'm
was the
saying.
last
He's
time
saying it's been a while since I've seen some money.
When you're
It's
writing
been a
Mud
while. See
Shovel,
what you did there.
yeah.
Oh, I
So
get
when you're doing Mud Shovel and
He's right there waiting
and you're broke,
for the money.
Okay.
He's
Are you
just.
saying he's on the outside?
Oh yeah, I was about to say he's just standing on the outside.
Jesus Christ.
He's right there waiting. He's so far away.
And then he had an epiphany, right?
and he realized it was all for you.
Yes.
And that's his cross to bear.
Oh my god.
So
good
many
tunes.
stained puns.
Some good tunes though.
Yeah, I was a big fan.
But huge difference after it's been a while hit, and I respect that song. I
Yeah.
think that's pretty good.
Well, apparently a lot of that was the label.
But everything changed. Oh, of course it is.
I
Of
don't-
course it is.
I
And
mean-
who's going to say no to money? I will guarantee you, if some label came up to us right now and said, "Here's the money. We just want you to write a couple more of these."
Mhm.
Yeah, we're going to do it. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
why wouldn't you? It just gets you out there more. It maybe nobody even heard of Stained until it's been a while, got big.
Not really.
So it's been a
Yeah,
while. May have
definitely.
sold tons of Dysfunction albums.
Right. It definitely
So-
opened up their audience.
Yeah. So
I remember when it
always-
came out. I mean, I was a wee lad, and like I jammed, like my dad and I jammed the shit out of that song whenever it came on the radio.
Dude, Stain was my first concert.
No shit.
Who was your first concert, Dave?
Honestly, my 1st
You've
concert.
never been to one.
I've never been to one. I don't know what a concert is.
Arkose.
Arkose, Friday night.
I'm that first not local band. My first concert was Short Bus. If anybody
Nice.
remembers
Count.
them.
Joey Ross,
Yep.
good
That's the
friend of
good old
mine.
days.
But that was local. I'm at my first big concert.
Yeah, first big concert.
Was
Yeah,
Stained.
that's what I was counting us as a big concert still though.
My first, my very first concert was BB King with my dad and my mom.
Wow.
It's pretty sweet.
Wow.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I don't even want to say what I did now.
Well, my first local show was Narrow House with Thor.
I don't know if I remember either of those bands.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
either, but I want that name.
I got the Narrow House tattoo. They're now,
Not Narrow
and I'm,
House.
You're wearing their shirt.
I'm wearing their new band name, Death Ensemble.
Not
Uh,
not Narrow House. That wasn't what I was talking
Oh, Thor.
about.
Thor.
Why wouldn't you be?
Yeah, that was at the
Thor's
Skylight
a sweet
Cafe.
name.
Oh, this
I remember this guy.
Oh yeah. My first concert was the very first Mayhem Festival. So I saw,
Nice.
let's see,
What?
Five Finger Death Punch,
That's
Black Tide.
That's kind of cheating.
that's like a
That was my first concert. That's where,
man.
and apparently 36 Crazy Fist was there, but I didn't see them, and I was really bummed
Bummer.
about that.
Man, that's
See, I would have said that was my first show I went to see. I went to see 36 Crazy
Fuck
Fist.
yeah. But I saw Disturbed,
But
Dragon
there was a
Force,
lot of other
Mastodon,
people
A lot of people
Slipknot.
there.
And that was a couple weeks before All Hope Is Gone released.
nice.
So
I just saw Slipknot this summer for the 4th time, I think.
I've seen them 4 times. The last time I was right after Chapter 5 came out.
The last time I saw him was
Or
in
0.5.
2008. It was right after All Hope Is Gone.
Okay, so
Freaking 10 years later.
yeah. I saw them 2 Mayhem Fests, and then the last time I saw them was with Motionless in White, which I skipped, and then it was Bullet for My Valentine, which actually wasn't bad because they were touring on their Venom album, which was kind of a return to form. And then it was Lamb of God,
Yeah.
touring on Sturm und Drang, and then Slipknot.
Pretty
Slipknot was actually really underwhelming that show.
Really?
Yeah, we saw them up at Tenley Park. Very, very underwhelming show because they played a lot of the songs off of. They played maybe 5 songs off of the Gray Chapter, and they weren't good. Like I was like, this is. Just give me your hits, please. Give me your hits. Lamb of God killed it, but I don't expect anything less from Lamb. So
I saw Lamb of God once, and because they opened up for Metallica, and the sound was awful.
yeah,
I'd barely say that I saw them because all I heard was drums. You couldn't hear anything else.
Andre says P-Off played with Narrow House at Skylight a few times. I think I remember
So
that.
I should
yeah.
remember that. Oops.
Yeah, they're good old thrash, like
Okay.
Metallica ripoffs.
Hey, wait, if
They were.
Andres is on there, are we up to 4 or 5?
7. Back up to 7.
Damn.
As long as we don't talk about Arkose, the numbers
seems,
rise.
seems to be.
Let's
Yeah,
talk about
the
other
case.
bands.
Okay. Did anybody catch the new PJ Harvey? I don't know if there is one.
No, my second concert was Journey.
See, that's pretty good.
And that was on a school night.
That's classic. That would be.
I
something.
snuck out on a school
Yeah,
night.
that would be something.
Well, yeah,
if
but
it
Journey in the
was,
2000s, I mean, they were probably done by 8 o'clock.
This was 2008.
That's true.
right, which
2008.
means so it means though that you saw Journey Part 2.
No, this is probably part 3.
I mean, Steve Perry wasn't there.
No,
So
it
you didn't
was
see
Arnell
Journey.
Pineda,
The
the Filipino
dude.
dude.
Yeah.
If you would have said
He is
Just
fucking
like-
fantastic.
if you would have said my first concert was 1982 at the Madison Square Garden, I went to see Journey, that would probably be a hell of a show.
Yeah.
It
And I
was
would,
Cheap
I
Trick,
would be
Hard, and
bummed out.
Journey.
I'd be like, man, you saw Steve
I
Perry.
miss
and
Cheap
didn't
Trick.
see Steve
That was a
Perry.
bummer.
But you
I think
saw,
I'd be
I saw
more.
Hart and
you saw a
Journey.
Journey cover
I think
band
I'd be more
with
excited to
a lot
see
of original
Cheap Trick.
members.
A lot of original members. No, Journey was so good. That was such a
That probably
great
was a
show.
killer show.
It got over about 11 o'clock, and it was a Wednesday night, and I was crunched for time because on Wednesdays my dad would get home. That was his half night at Frito, so he would get home at 1 a.m. and I got home 3 minutes before he did, and I was in bed. And he would always like
So you're
pop in my room, check if I'm there.
blowing it right now, right?
Oh, he already
Up
knows.
until
Yeah.
okay.
I was saying-
Okay, I was gonna say
Until right now.
It was 11
you
years
might
ago.
be grounded tomorrow.
Maybe. I remember like a year after I graduated, I moved back to my dad's to be a little closer to my job. I worked at Monocle's still, and he.
Totally good for some pizza.
I remember one time
Always.
he popped in my room about 1:30 after getting home from work, and he's like, "You need to go to bed." I'm like, "I'm 20 years old, Dad."
My house, my
I-
rules.
I said, well, no, I always respected that kind of stuff. Like, okay, don't fuck up the furniture. Like, be respectable of the house. But like,
Right.
you're not gonna tell me when I'm gonna go to bed. you're not gonna do that. I'm an adult.
Kinda.
Kind of.
Kinda.
No, he's like, you need to go to bed. I was like, you need to go to bed. And he looked at me and just closed the door and went to bed.
You're right, but not because you said so.
Oh, Aaron said I saw Journey with Steve Augeri,
Audrey?
and they were still pretty amazing live.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know. Maybe
I'm guessing
is
that's-
that the guy after Steve Perry?
Probably. I mean, I don't know how many guys they had after Steve Perry though.
All I know is that the Filipino guy. That's all I ever knew after Steve Perry.
Yeah. They had a thing on Netflix about like that whole journey. It was actually pretty good because they found him doing YouTube covers
Yeah.
of their stuff, and I was like,
Yeah.
that's pretty neat. Aaron says pizza at band practice tonight.
But is it Monocle's?
Oh,
And is Dick delivering
chili
it?
at home?
Ooh, chili.
It just depends. If I'm so hungry, we may skip practice because something came up, and
Yeah.
I'll go eat chili at home.
The best. You get older, like, I'm going to cancel plans to go eat
Oh
food.
no, we gotta go to Wendy's to get the chili sauce.
Yeah, we got to go to Wendy's real quick, get some chili sauce, and then go home and eat chili. So
Nice.
we'll just basically say that the podcast ran long.
Yes.
Okay.
So if you could just
The,
Photoshop us onto this in this area.
what's on there now?
It's just a recording.
It's not Rosie O'Donnell like we were promised.
Yeah,
I know, right?
Did you bring the tour rider that we? So we could give it to Dick.
yeah.
Tour rider.
Yeah,
The
to let us
rider.
know there are certain things that we expect.
Bring
Out
it
of
next
this
time. I'll
podcast.
hook you up.
Yeah, like Taco
He won't,
Bell.
though.
He won't though.
Trust me, I've tried.
He'll say all the things. to
You
get
never
us.
gave me a rider, Dave.
You should just expect.
And I always provide you with top-notch craft beer.
Do you? Do you?
I offered earlier.
Yeah,
He did
so
offer.
You said
Yeah, you did
Yeah,
offer. You're right.
he did.
You said nothing.
hopefully the top-notch craft beer you're talking about isn't that Budweiser sitting there.
Yeah, that's the top.
That's about all I have left
Top
right
notch.
now. I have a couple.
I have got some
Well-
top-notch Budweiser
I got
You
some.
do the
or some
adhesive
top-notch
spray.
Miller Lite.
Oh, that adhesive spray is shit.
Yes.
If you can't tell,
I can. You need to go on Sweetwater and just pay the price.
I had a good
Yeah.
thing of it. That's why the ones over there are still up and these are falling.
I thought when I saw that, I'm not paying $25 for adhesive. That's stupid.
Turns out,
About the
you
third
need to
time
do
I was
that.
putting the phone back on, yeah, I spent $25.
And it turns out these actually don't do shit. They're just a good money making device because they don't do anything.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I thought it
The-
sounded way better in here.
I started doing that because you could hear people's echoes. You could hear the echoes on the recording.
Right.
So I was like,
Probably,
I should probably treat this a little bit.
yeah, there's dude, Bill does it. You see all these, those acoustic panels that I built?
Yeah.
Dude, those things are awesome.
I hope one of them falls off during this podcast.
That would be
That would be. I think it.
We're
has
talking
to.
about
get
it.
a sign from Jesus.
You can't see what
Jesus.
we're talking about, but 20 minutes from now, it's just
I hope so. They're looking pretty rough right now.
That one, especially.
Yeah. I mean, you can see where I've had others and they've fallen.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. I do not recommend Ultimate Acoustics adhesive spray.
No, that looks like a Amazon purchase.
It actually was.
I think
Good
it's the
call.
same one.
Good call. He's
This guy's on
This
it.
guy's
He's
on it.
He's on it.
Yeah. Well, when you age,
he's
That
got
just
wisdom.
happens.
He's got
Wisdom.
experience.
wisdom and experience comes in.
I mean, it's all in the beard too. It's all in the beard.
It's true.
It's not just patience,
No,
letting it
it's
grow.
commitment.
It's commitment
Yeah.
and wisdom.
There's so many things you have to go through. People going, why don't you just cut that a little bit? Why don't you just shut up?
It's just, yeah.
Shut
up.
Grow your hair out, you know? Why don't you stuff your bra a little bigger? If it was
it's a good
chick.
question.
If it was, yeah, right.
If it
Or
was
dude,
a
no.
No, because if it's a dude wearing a bra, I'm probably not hanging out with him. I mean, I'm just being honest. You go do that if you want to. It's not my cup of tea.
I might need a trainer. I don't know. I'm getting there.
It's different when you're bulking up.
Yeah, definitely bulking up. Been
That's
bulking up for
crazy.
20 years.
That's crazy. I'm surprised Azzy hasn't been watching.
Yeah, what's up with that? She was supposed to be our #1 fan at one time.
Yeah.
Maybe that was just Drench.
Maybe.
Maybe she's not even a fan anymore.
I think she gave up
Probably
after I
because
quit.
I joined the band and
yeah.
it's
But Andreas is still in the band.
right,
Yeah.
but I negate Andreas.
I mean, she's told me that she loved me.
That means something.
I scared her off.
Or does it?
Yeah.
I mean, if she was here, that chat would just be lit up.
Yeah.
Be light up. You're
Light
right.
up. Like, we wouldn't even be able to read fast enough. It just comment.
I can't read.
I can't read.
So CD release party,
Yeah.
hopefully.
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 We cut it close.
Oh boy.
It's supposed to be Friday. Maybe it's Saturday. Maybe it's the 5th when we open for Islander.
I'm very excited for that show.
That should be a fun show.
I haven't listened to him yet. I did a little.
You haven't listened to
But
I like
I-
Islander.
Had listened to their first album. I think it was their first one. Coconut Dracula.
Yeah.
Was
That's the album
song
I
off of
listened
that
to.
one. And that was good. And then I didn't even know they had anything new. We had the chance to open up for them, so I started listening to some more. And it
What was
turns
that?
out they have done a song with HR from Bad Brains.
Really?
So I was like, all right. Well,
What was that one
I'm pretty
song they
much
had on
made
that
it
album?
then.
New Wave?
I think that was on. Yeah. I think
Yeah,
that was,
I love that song.
Yeah,
You had me at HR.
they're good. They're every song I've heard from them is different.
Mhm.
Like there was a couple times I clicked on them. I'm like, that's not the right band.
They're
That can't
they're
be.
very interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting because it's definitely like radio friendly shit,
Mhm.
but it's good.
Yeah.
it's
It's
really
different.
good.
I didn't get any of that, but
You get into that?
I mean, I saw a couple and they were covers. I just clicked off them. I didn't listen to them because they weren't even that good. And then there was one that wasn't a cover. 2 vocalists, right?
I don't know.
It was the
think-
video I saw was 2 vocalists.
I was gonna say I don't know if they have like 2 lead vocalists, but I think
Or somebody was.
Right.
They were portraying 2 vocalists at that time. So
was one of them a big black dude because that would have been HR.
I don't remember. I don't know if I paid attention long enough.
Good old HR. Just do backflips on stage and shit.
Right.
That sounds like Howard Jones from Killswitch.
Which his new band is amazing.
Oh, Light the Torch.
Or no, wait. No, it was not his new band.
No, it's the
it
band that he
was-
did the guest vocals
Yes, and holy crap, was it amazing! Jeez.
with. I want to say it was the old guitar player from Escape the Fate has his own new band now.
something
Really?
weird. Yeah, but holy crap!
I will hold on. Give
No,
me
listen to
give
Light
me
the
a
Torch.
second, and I will tell you
Dude,
what
it
it is.
really.
Have you heard Light the Torch?
Yes.
Okay, I love Light the Torch.
But I was thinking about.
Devil You Know sucked.
Yeah, I was thinking that
Hey,
it was his new
They
band.
did a pretty cool Eye of the Tiger.
They
cover.
did. They did.
But he sounds amazing on that. Whatever song he guested on, it was.
He recently, so he's on the newest Killswitch album.
Is he really?
Yeah, he did a song with Jesse.
Wow, that would be.
Which is
cool.
because so Howard's first album, The End of Heartache, has a song that he did with Jesse on there.
Violent New Breed. That's the
That's it.
Okay.
yeah, featuring
Okay.
Howard Jones, Bury Me.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's
But yeah, that song on End of Heartache called Take This Oath. It's got Jesse.
Mhm.
And that was like the kind of passing of the torch. I'm not in this band anymore thing. But
At that time, I liked Seamless better.
oh yeah,
I think
I
Jesse
never
sounded
listened.
way better.
I've never listened to Seamless.
Yeah, Jesse sounded better on Seamless, I think, than he did with Killswitch.
Didn't you have another? It was Nothing Stays Gold.
I don't know.
I think.
I'm not really into music.
Same. Marion.
Yeah, I'm into craft beer.
Ooh.
That's my forte.
All right.
I hate beer.
You hate beer?
I don't like beer.
The last time I saw this guy at the vault, he had this big ass cup. It was this
Full of alcohol.
That was Alan's going away party.
and it was literally just completely surrounded with like fruit, just fruit and umbrellas.
Just fruit and umbrellas.
And if you were there,
Oh, it was glorious.
was I not playing off being trashed
Oh, you
beautifully?
were. You had my wife.
Nice.
You had my wife
Nice.
completely convinced. She's like, he is really drunk. I'm like, he is really not.
He's really not at all.
That is- Yeah, I was like, that is just who he is.
That's awesome.
And that was the first time I had seen him in probably
They've been a little
a
while.
year and a half.
Yeah.
Probably since the last practice I went to.
I would have been. Yeah.
And I was like, she's like, he is trashed. He is fucking drunk. And I'm like, no, that's who he is.
That's just who he is.
That is who he is.
He's
as a
always
person.
I'm always
trashed.
Now I have to designate a drive when we go out.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, so I can't drink. I drink at home.
Respect that.
You know, wasn't that the George Thorogood song?
Drink alone.
No, I drink at home.
Drink at home.
I drink at home.
With nobody else.
Nice. Yeah, I remember like that was one of our first conversations because I looked at your like giant liquor cabinet
Yes.
and I was like, so you party, huh?
Yeah, just at home. I can't handle a lot of people. I really can't tolerate much. I like my circle and monitoring who's in and who's not in, and then keeping the people that aren't in away from me. I can't do that at a bar very well.
Right. I respect that.
It's a lot more difficult.
And then when you go to the bar and I can't drink because I don't drink and drive. That's horrible. And so now I'm having to tolerate, which Kyle found out this weekend how much fun that is.
Yeah.
When you're out all night and
Sober.
how many songs did you have to listen to that other people played that you couldn't stand?
Not that many, actually. That was my.
The Vault's
I
pretty good
found
at that,
solace in taking over the jukebox.
Ah, okay. See,
I spent all my drinking
I
money
don't like. I'm already
playing
paying.
old thrash songs.
Yeah.
That is one thing I like about the vault is now not probably not anymore now that Roy's gone, but they always took care of the jukebox pretty well.
Yeah.
Like Alan and Roy and Brandon always played like
They would always put
fucking Thrice and
I feel like I heard
Norma Jean.
like Andrew WK every time I went in there for some reason.
God damn.
Why when I was working? Because me and Roy went there all the time. But then,
It's like, this dude's still relevant. I met him one time at one of the Warped Tours. He's crazy.
When I saw Black Sabbath play on their 13 tour, he opened with a DJ set. He DJ'd opening for Black Sabbath.
Nice.
Wow.
That's interesting.
Probably
Yeah.
because he's British.
Is he?
I don't know.
No.
Is-
Andrew? Oh,
he's
my
making
God.
shit up.
Calling you
So
out
it's
on
not
that one.
Andrew WK. It's Andrew WK. That's
WK.
It's
UK.
Andrew
UK.
UK. Andrew UK.
Andrew UK. So right when it's time to party, we'll party hard.
Chelsea Vale says it's Brandon Edging's favorite.
Which is?
Chelsea's on. Hi, Chelsea.
I'm guessing
I
Andrew
don't see
WK.
her.
I don't know.
I don't.
I mean, yeah, I think so.
I miss Brandon. It's been a minute since I've seen him.
I saw him a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
For wrestling.
Yeah.
Has anybody? Does anybody remember him being
wrestling
called
guy.
Uncle Drunk back in
Nope.
the day?
I do.
You do?
I remember.
Back in I don't know, 50 some years ago, during the Lafayette music scene, he was Uncle Drunk for some reason. I never knew why.
Did it have to do with drinking?
I don't
Maybe
know if
a
it did
little.
or not. I think it was ironic. I don't. Maybe it wasn't
Like
anything
his
to do with
horse,
drinking. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Isn't it ironic?
We
Yes.
talked about that earlier today. Too.
Yeah.
Nice.
When Lance used to sit around and listen to.
I didn't sit around.
Oh
It was
no,
just
he was
another
up and jamming Jagged Little Pill.
It was another one of those times when I didn't have control over what music I was listening to.
Because
Why drink at home?
he didn't have control over what music he was listening to.
Right.
Because he couldn't help but listen to Alanis
That's what
Morissette.
happens
Something
when
like
Jagged
that.
Little Pill comes on. You can't change that album.
I can surely change that.
It's like 10,000
You know what,
spoons. All I
though?
need is a knife.
You know what? I'll say this. Nice bush.
Nice bush.
Nice bush. You know it's cold in Canada when you got a bush like that.
Nice.
I don't
Cold in
know.
there, eh?
I don't know if Arkose supports everything I say.
Gotta put a disclaimer on there.
So you got that on there, right?
Yes. We have officially been disclaimed.
Okay.
The views expressed here are not all-encompassingly embraced by us. And
So how many people we got now?
Oh shit! It was 7. Like
Now
last
it's
I looked.
1.
Now it's 5.
Oh, it's 5.
Back down to 5.
Who of those people
Up 6.
has ever even heard of Arkose besides the band members that are listening? Or is it just the band?
We'll
Do we
wait.
also count
Can you
on that?
create like a poll on there? Like, who has heard of Arkose?
Yeah, do that, Dick.
I don't know if I can.
And then
Do it.
have a chick ride that pole.
That's not the kind of poll I was talking about, but I am.
But I like the where he's coming from.
Hey, if you're watching and you've heard of Arkose, say yes. Say you've heard of them in the chat and let us know.
Chime in.
We'll just go ahead and wait and
That's what I'm
have
saying. We're
some
not saying
headspace.
anything
Can we-
until we get some.
Can we like
people
take
involved.
questions? We can answer questions.
Chelsea says me. Yeah, let's hear some questions. Questions for the band. Anything.
Anything.
Is that a question?
It looks like Aaron has not heard of Arkose. Is that what he said?
Yeah, I have not. I
That's
haven't
good.
even heard of Arkose.
Oh.
Chelsea says me. Jessica Rasmussen.
Yeah, it's not Rasmussen.
I
Mine is. Hers isn't.
It's different.
she says I have smiley face.
See, that's
Oh.
why you can't say Rasmussen and have a smiley face. There's just no way. You got a
Rasmussen.
death face of some kind of.
I always thought it was like more Russian than German.
No,
You mentioned German earlier.
German, Danish,
Because it makes me think of
or
Rasputin.
Norwegian.
Yeah.
Son of Rasmus is where it's from.
Andrea says, I haven't heard of them, but I did see Arkose at North End.
Yes, it was a trial run.
Arkose.
It was a trial run with this lineup to see what kind of following we could get.
Right.
So we came in kind of incognito. We're like,
Gotcha.
we are Arkose.
Yeah.
And we were a Japanese cover band.
Japanese cover
I
band.
see.
What we a tribute band, so more than anything. we covered
Tribute to
basically-
Japan.
No. It
Kung
was
Fu fighting, and I think I'm turning
Japanese,
Japanese.
Yeah, Japanese
Those two
tribute
songs.
band
Those two songs, I think.
of Arkose. So it was a Japanese band, but we only did Arkose tunes.
Oh, okay.
is.
All right.
Just to see, kind of blend in. See
Yeah,
we
blend
do.
it in, feel it out.
Yeah.
If nobody liked us, okay, cool. We know that Arkose needs to do it different.
Dude, yeah.
Do it differently. Don't
Like
come out
that.
of the same.
Like that.
Yeah.
Field testing.
Yes.
I do vividly remember clapping at that show. Not me, but hearing it.
You're clapping.
I think some people liked us.
Some people were there.
Or it was a sympathy clap.
Dick was there.
Yeah, I was there.
Oh, then it was a sympathy clap.
Singular.
For Dick or for us? From Dick.
From Dick?
From Dick.
I think I
So
clapped.
Dick is giving us the clap, or we're
I
giving
think that's
Dick
what
the
I
clap?
think that's yeah.
Oh, shit.
I don't think anyone's clapped for my band. You guys are doing way better than I am.
No, they're too busy like trying to get out of the chip pit.
It's true. They're trying to pick us up off the floor.
Chip pit.
Chip Dick.
It's a little kiddie pool filled with potato chips, and you mosh in it.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, I
It
didn't
gets
take it
or
like
near
that.
it.
See, I thought it
Can
was
you eat
more
the
like
chips?
You can.
If you
want.
dare.
I thought it was more just a slang term, like, "Hey, what are you doing for dinner?" I'm just gonna chip it, man.
It's going to chip it.
I'm just gonna get some dip. Get some
No, they
chips.
brought-
I'm just gonna
Boom.
chip it.
So they had a show at the Lafayette Theater, and
Oh,
like
it's a terrible
I remember,
idea.
I parked, and then I started walking in. Next thing I know, I see you and Mike just carrying like
Yeah, we have
fuck-
grocery bags full of potatoes.
armfuls of just armfuls of potato chips, and I'm like, yeah. He goes, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. I like
Well, because we get there and Nick's like, just bring the chip pit and we're like, to the theater? He's like, yeah, go get chips. So we went and got chips. And
That entire front area was just nothing but crushed potato
oh my
chips.
god, it was so bad. They went through 2 vacuums. They broke 2 vacuums.
Chelsea has posed a question.
Yes. Who is everyone's favorite band?
Like collectively, who would like? Do we need to have a meeting and find out who is our favorite band or each of our band's favorites?
That's a good question.
Hmm.
Because
Let's
I
go.
guarantee you, we're talking days to figure out what
Oh,
our
goodness.
favorite band.
That's like the
I'm
first
arguing
time
the
you
whole
get
time.
together with a bunch of musicians. Like, what song do you know? It's like a 45-minute argument
Yep.
right there. Debate
not going
on this.
back in there until we.
Oh, I
say
don't know all of
Conway
that
Twitty.
song. So. Usually, just I think everybody always just settles on Enter Sandman.
Oh god.
Oh, she says do both. I don't know.
Do both.
Holy
I
smoke!
don't have no time for both.
I'm too old. You guys probably don't even know the music I listen to. It would take
Try us.
forever for us to
Try us.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I have
you,
old
you
tastes.
BB King'd it.
Yeah.
I mean, holy smokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad listened to everything, so I'd say I'm a little versed.
Well, this right here is on the spot. I don't think there's any time. This is snap decisions.
Yeah, we got other people waiting to ask questions. There's like 4 other.
Andrea says Michael McDonald is the band's choice.
Yes.
And that is one reason
Yes.
I wish Alan was here, because he has the best Michael McDonald impression.
I'm not
If
sure
you-
if I set up the CD correctly, but go ahead. Yeah, Kyle's got this.
There may or may not be a hidden track featuring.
Yes, the track
Michael
is
McDonald.
there.
Oh man.
Awesome.
What I'm not sure about is whether or not it's hidden.
I think it's actually from the way it looked like you had it set up. I think it is a separate because there are eight songs on the album, and I think there is a track 9. But I think you have to wait through a bunch of silence.
Yes, you gotta
So
work
it is
for
still
You
like
gotta
the,
work
like the
for it.
old school.
You gotta
earn
earn
it.
it.
Wait, yeah.
You gotta
Yeah,
earn
you
it.
gotta earn
Yeah.
it.
So and I was going to. It's called tugging it to the streets.
It's tug of
You know,
war.
instead of taking it to the streets,
So with
Michael
Michael
McDonald.
McDonald. Yeah.
So, but I was going to just acronym it. But for Aaron's sake, I didn't. I haven't told him this yet, but I did
Taking it to
because
the
it was tits.
Tugging it. Yeah.
Tugging it to the
Yeah.
streets.
So I was going to put that on the album, and I thought Aaron would probably just quit. He didn't even want it on there.
So
but,
Arkose's vote is Michael McDonald.
Yes, I think I have to agree with that.
Okay. So,
So-
what's Lance's vote?
My favorite band would be a tough decision between Crowbar and Danzig. I would have
Okay.
a struggle trying to
Respect
figure
both
it
of
out.
those.
It would probably lean just a little bit to Danzig. But,
Okay.
But yeah, that's where it's at. Or
Dave?
Men at Work. God,
Ooh, men at work. Damn it. Mine's men at work now.
So I think you got to prep for that question.
Yeah, it's really tough for me, man. Like,
Aaron just quit. Official
See?
in the chat.
We could have named it tits.
Yeah.
Should have just went with it, man. Just always go with your gut, man.
So who is it? You got to go. It's got to be
man,
quick.
ooh, that's
It's got to be
tough.
quick. It's going to be wrong, but it's got to be
It's
quick.
gonna be wrong, but I'd have to say probably.
It's only Facebook.
Yeah, it's on Facebook. I mean, I like everything.
Nobody's listening.
I was kind of born a metalhead, but like I'm big into that punk shit because I'm a punk.
You just say Black Flag or something.
No, I love Black Flag.
Agent Orange.
I love Agent Orange too. I've seen Agent
Dead
Orange.
Kennedys.
I love Dead Kennedys. See, all these I love, but probably my favorite I'd say Iron Maiden.
Early
Yeah.
Suicidal.
Oh,
Ooh.
I'd say Iron Maiden.
Damn,
I've seen them
nice.
5 times. So
Yeah. And Kyle?
I'm really digging on Taylor Swift's new album right
Nice.
now.
I knew it was
Love her.
that no one listens to.
love her.
It's a great album. But all-time favorite, I'd have to say either Slipknot or The Used. So
Okay.
2 kind of different ends of the rock.
Two very
spectrum.
different ends.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Dick is going to pick John Holmes.
You're close. No, no, it's really difficult because it changes so much.
It can't change. That's the beauty of it.
it's
Your
yesterday's
favorite
chips.
band can't change.
It's yesterday's chips. You don't tell me. I know it.
Yeah, I mean,
No, it's gone back and forth. I mean, recently it's been between Parkway Drive and Killswitch Engage. I think anybody could guess that. Like, it's not
it's
surprising.
something to think
Well, we're
about.
not giving you a free CD anymore.
Yeah. Because it's not Arkose.
I mean, to
Not
be
our
fair, I
first.
didn't even pay for
Well,
the last. I paid for the
most
last
of you.
free CD.
to be completely fair, he has not even heard the CD.
That's true. He's heard one
So-
song.
He has heard one song, and it was not even in contention as far as I can tell. So, next question.
Next question.
Next.
No,
Is
to be
there
fair,
more?
I didn't even get the last free CD for free.
I didn't.
Lance made me
for it.
fucking pay for it.
I had to pay for it
Why
on
did you pay
Amazon.
for that?
Yeah, he gives it to me so I can have the music, but he says, "Hey, I spent a lot of money on this.
Oh, that doesn't sound right. It
I spent a
more
lot of
sounds
money on
like
it, so
I don't have the freedom to give these
if
out.
you could throw me $10,
'Cause-
that'd be great." It was outside of Andreas's garage.
I'm pretty sure I bought my own.
Doesn't
my own shit
completely
before.
sound like me.
Yeah. No, we were actually going to show up with a swag package for you, but they're not in yet.
Yeah, unfortunately. Hey, show up Saturday night. I'll give you a free CD.
It's looking like we're gonna.
Show up Friday
Yes.
night and buy one. Show up Saturday night, and I will give you another.
The wife has
Ooh.
been texting me. She says we can go to their show Saturday after the wedding.
We should do a giveaway.
I thought we were going to do that with a T-shirt.
So-
That's what I was kind of planning. I couldn't get a T-shirt blaster. But
Aaron says, "Yeah, I got the same story when I joined." Well, guess what? You're gonna get the same story this weekend because you already quit. Kidding. Kidding.
No, Dick's got a bass. Oh wait, you can't be in the band.
That's
There's
not
no
even my
way.
bass.
There's no way that thing's coming on stage with Arkose.
I don't blame you. It's not even mine.
That is so baby blue.
What's hilarious is like a friend of mine was borrowing it from another friend of mine, and then they knew like we all worked together at one point, and then the friend borrowing it quit, became an electrician, and then he's actually the other co-host of this show, and so he finally brought it over. He's like, "Hey, can you give that back to Joe?" I'm like, "Yeah, I can do that," and I've had it for like 6 months. He's finally asking about it. He's like, "Hey, when are you gonna give me my bass?" I was like, "I don't know. When are you gonna come get it? I'm not bringing it to work."
You should do a podcast about it.
Boom.
Technically, I'm doing it right now.
Yeah, but I mean, this would be the setup, the preview.
Oh, okay.
Then you should just do a whole big thing about.
Well, he was
I think
thinking
you could
about
stretch
it,
it
and
out.
then you said
Oh,
it,
yeah.
and now we're talking about it. So.
That's true. Oh yeah, so we got to stop talking about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, you're right.
There's too much spoiler alert.
Giving away too much already.
Yeah, yeah. So, is there another question?
No, but Aaron says that's okay. I'm not going to listen to Arkose anymore.
That sounds
He
about
says
right.
that.
You know what? I can truly believe that.
He says that.
He can't. He can't stop listening.
I mean-
Stop, won't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop.
You heard it. It's funny. I actually, like about a month ago, I pulled out the "Choose to Exist" instrumental, like one of the ones we did, and I started laying like new vocals to it, like same lyrics and shit, just updating it. Hopefully it's better.
We thought about doing that song.
Yeah, I sent it to Andreas, Aaron.
Everybody but me.
I think it was just Andreas and Alan. Maybe you. I don't know.
I didn't get it.
It was on Facebook Messenger, so you probably didn't.
Oh, maybe
They
you did
said-
send it to me.
Andreas did say, he's like, yeah, I could probably, because I was like, hey, if you guys want to actually like just do this song, just
That'd
to,
be pretty
just-
cool.
just to do it, I'm down.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I mean, we have so many other songs to write.
You do. You have, that's why I was like, don't feel obligated. Like, this is just an idea.
It'd be kind of cool though.
Yeah. Because I always love that song. I'm very proud of that song. Not much that I've done in this life, and that's one of those things.
That's not true. You have a podcast.
I got a podcast.
Yeah.
That is pretty
You
With
cool.
111 episodes, I guess you're right. That's 2 years of work.
That's something.
Yeah.
That's 2
That's
years of just
something.
sitting in a chair and talking
You've
to people.
acquired a
Dude, that's the dream.
green screen,
Some lights.
Some lights.
some lights.
That light came with the green screen.
You've learned things
It's a rural
about
king light, but it
sticky
works.
stuff.
Sticky stuff. No, what sticky stuff
Learn.
not to use?
Yes, and that's
You know
I
what?
feel like in the last hour and a half, we've all grown as
a
individuals.
little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is an hour and a half. Damn.
Wow,
Right
That's
on the
pretty
money.
good. And people are still here.
10 people now.
Oh,
10 people now.
You gotta keep it going now.
Holy smokes!
Hey, you should keep them
So was
on hook by. We got another song. We
Yeah, we do.
you don't
Yeah.
think you think it's the bass?
Is the
Brought
bass
Talking about
talk?
the bass?
Is the bass talk brought him in? I'm totally
I
down
hope
for
not.
the black. Is that what it is? Is it the black?
Yeah,
It is
I,
black.
that's
It's
the other
just-
song. I
The
Title-
title
like-
title track, world premiere.
Ooh,
title
world
track.
title track.
Title track.
All right.
I'm
Yeah.
excited.
It also has Dick in it.
Yes, it does
That's
have Dick in
exciting.
You're getting the D again.
Getting the D again a little bit.
Not only does it have Dick's vocals in it, but it's got some
Oh,
lyrics.
Dick's
that he-
lyrics. Yes.
Yes,
Dick's
lyrics
lyrics
that
on
he
the
wrote.
bridge.
Yeah.
This is how old this song is.
This was the first thing I did with Drench.
Like we were
and
all
it's-
young
Here it is
Oh,
now.
young.
with
You
this.
didn't have the beard at
I
all.
didn't have the beard. It was
Full
I
head of
wasn't even
hair.
old enough to have the beard yet.
All right, folks. This is Arkose, The Black, off the title track off of their upcoming release, The Black. And I'll go ahead and play
World
it.
premiere. Don't forget that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really dug the version. I
I
have.
will not change my path. I cannot be this unwilling to be. With you gathered around me, this isn't a dream. Still holding the ground beneath me. As it crumbles before me. Bleeding alone as I fall. My life is now
It's funny because you use the vocal line you kept telling me to do, but I never did.
begins to fade.
It's that. I'm like, I a lot more lyrics than I had.
I can almost feel you leaving.
So
I cannot blame my past and all of the black that is opposing me. As the darkness surrounds, I feel the wind at my back. The breath of 1,000 beasts. As you lead me to victory. Standing alone in my fight. The light is now fading. Breathe, taking a life as my death begins to fade away.
is that? Oh, that's it. No shit. Hold on.
It's awesome.
I was wondering what the next like 2 minutes was. I'm like, is this the hidden track?
This is the last track on the CD, and it just
Okay.
does this for a long time. You don't have to listen to all this. I just wanted everybody to hear
That's
this.
really cool. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just-
Thought it was a cool way to go out of the album.
That's a badass song. It's really
Well,
good.
that's a cool way to go out of the album, and then wait 10 minutes until you hear
Yes.
tugging
Yes.
it to the streets.
All right. And go ahead and rip
You
quick.
should. No, I can't. I'm not going to.
No.
Minority Report.
I kind of wish I was a little more prepared and like had my version of the Black ready to go to play,
To
like
see like
to see the differences.
the transformation that song
Yeah.
has taken.
Musically, it's still basically
Holy
the
smokes.
same.
It is for the most part. There's been a few. Andreas's chorus riff is different. Oh, that's it. Andreas's riff in the chorus is different. He plays something different than what he used to do back in the day, and which was a Wednesday.
Was a
Wednesday.
So
I'm just gonna be an asshole and look it up anyways.
You would.
Black B, when we switched it to drop B, I think.
oh yeah, Kaya sounded so good in B. The song sounded really badass in B.
Oh, this is rough because there's so many different
Yeah.
Battle of Bastards. That was one of Andreas's
Oh.
ideas that we set. We never did anything. I got Tidal Wave, November 3rd, 16. So I think that was one of my last practices.
Yeah, it is completely different.
That was probably the last practice we had at Andreas's.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you were there for that one.
That's a good chance of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not in Attica, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I had to get drug out. Kyle drugged me, and I had a glass of milk. and I woke
Glass
up-
of milk.
I got a glass of milk, and I woke up here.
Oh, you got BA'd.
And I'm like, I'm being a fool.
You got BA brackets.
All right, here's the Black Dick.
Black
So that would
Dick.
be one of the early ones then.
Okay, so I got Black Demo 3, Black First Demo. This is
Maybe it is the black. It might be it.
the Black 610. I'm guessing that's the
That's
Black
the date.
June 10th.
Yes.
I actually put a name with this one, so I think that might be the one that I did.
I can tell you if it were to play. I can tell you whether or not it was it. Arkose is the only band I listen to.
It's a fair band.
Yeah, this is the one I wanted.
Yeah. Super angsty.
I always love this part.
Here I stand alone. Now
love doing
here.
that.
This is you recording this here.
Not here, but yeah,
I didn't.
I recorded this on my own.
Yeah, right. See, we didn't.
Victory's still in there.
That's enough of that.
It's
No.
pretty angsty sounding.
That's all.
I remember
That's all the
so.
way back in June.
That's a long time. It was a
That's
Wednesday.
a long time ago. Wow.
When is this song gonna hit Napster?
Actually, I was looking through all the distribution things that this CD is going out to. Napster is one of them.
Is it really?
So it should.
I mean, it
be
makes sense. It is a
Napster-
platform.
Should be hitting Napster within 2 weeks.
Awesome.
Oh, wow.
So
Did
we
you guys go
answered-
through
we answered the
DistroKid?
question.
We ended up not. We went.
CD Baby.
Yeah.
Okay,
We went through
okay.
So they were going through Disc Makers and CD Baby, and it's going to like, I don't know, like 50 digital streaming things: Pandora, Spotify, Amazon Music.
Nice.
Probably something I've never heard before.
No,
iTunes,
so- That version,
Apple Music.
I remember that didn't end up being my final version. My final version was much more screamed, much more metal, and that was like, I think that was like Aaron saying, "Hey, don't scream so much. Try to mix it up." And I'm like, "Okay, I'll give it a try."
Yeah, there's.
Quit trying to hold me back, Aaron.
Hold me back.
You're holding me down. You're holding me back. He
It
just
sounds
wanted
way better
me,
than what I could do. I don't.
he just
I'm not
wanted
singer.
me to be better.
Yeah, that's. I mean, it's really that's.
Yeah.
I think that's.
We all just want you to be a better dick.
Yeah. Well.
I'm pretty good at being dick.
Well, you're in a band with people for so long. You would hope that everybody gets better at something.
Yeah, for sure.
Whether it's listening and understanding, or hearing a song and being able to pick out certain things that actually, should, I don't know, be most important or something like that. And that's what I say. Over the years that I've been playing, that's all I've really learned.
So
is
that's what I do.
How to listen to music and,
Mhm.
and kind of take a back seat and not be such a musician.
Yeah.
Musicians can ruin music. They can go a little bit crazy. I love my progressive metal, but there's only a few bands that pull it off well.
hmm
Protest the Hero does a great job.
Yeah. Between the Buried and Me.
One of my favorites.
Not such a great job.
Really?
So I mean,
Listen to the
me, I
Parallax.
think that
Yeah.
well, say you starts to
Colors,
get starts
front
to
to
get to a
back.
point where it just sounds like chaos, and
To an extent, yeah.
Protest the Hero just manages to still find that groove somehow.
I
Whether
don't
it be
like them.
vocals or drums.
I like them
Right.
live.
Oh, I can believe that.
I like them live a lot. I don't like them, though. There's a few bands like that. Like, I was not a Suicide Silence fan. I love them live.
I hate live shows. And
He hates
I can tell.
music.
I can tell how much you hate it because by how much you've played out last couple years.
Yeah, that's not my choice. That's always lineup changes, everything else. Just trying to
Just
get.
setbacks.
You know what I want to do? I want to go play out live, but I also want to be able to put on a good show.
Yeah.
And
I mean, that's part of the reason I quit because I felt like I was holding you guys back because I was in the band for like 8 months
Mm-hmm.
and
No,
did about 3 songs.
I think the biggest problem we had with you was we practiced on Thursday nights, and that happened to be every time you went to a concert.
I went to 1 concert the entire time.
I'm pretty sure it was like 5.
Every time
It
now.
was like 5.
I went to
Sounds about right.
1 concert.
I agree with Lance. I don't even know the situation.
Nick
but I agree
always
with
has
Lance.
something come up or something
Yep.
going on. He couldn't even come to our show Saturday.
Now I
He said he
had a
could
wedding
now.
to go
Yeah, he's at a wedding.
But now
Yeah, he
it's
said he
changed.
could now.
I'm gonna try to make it to one of those shows.
You should.
It's a
make
killer
both
show.
of them.
You should do both, but half on both.
Half on
So
both.
well, all right. So we
So
talked
you
about
do
Friday
one
night's
thing.
show. We talked about the bands opening up. Saturday night we've got Degrade the Signal.
Yes.
playing with us.
And
And
possibly taken effect.
Taken Effect was added recently, so
Possibly.
I have not heard them.
I don't know if that's been confirmed. I think somebody was still waiting on a return reply. Or
I don't know.
a
As far as I
reply.
knew, they were.
A return
A return
would
reply.
just be totally different. That's
Yeah,
that's
so-
full circle.
So if you come out Saturday night, you get to see Taken Effect, followed by Degrade the Signal, who I don't think I've ever seen live, but I'm sure they put on
Amazing.
an awesome
They do a
show.
great show.
And then Arkose, who I've seen live once
Yes.
from the stage.
From the stage.
It's not the best show I've ever seen. Not the best.
It wasn't the best.
I
but
hear you.
It was a show. It was a show. There were
It's a
lights,
Halloween
sounds.
show. I mean, I was wearing.
Aaron said it was a
coveralls.
Thanksgiving show earlier. He said it was
No.
around Thanksgiving.
No, it was a
And there
Halloween
was
show. It was like the
nothing to
weekend
even
of
give
Halloween.
thanks for.
I think it was
It was
Halloween, though.
We were dressed up.
Because
Yeah,
I wore
I
my
remember
Jesus
that.
costume,
He was
and then
Jesus.
That's right.
I thought it was ironic because underneath I had my Slayer South of Heaven T-shirt
Yeah.
on.
I was Michael Myers, and it
I
was
recall
hot.
that.
I
Hot
was,
Myers.
I was nude underneath my coveralls, though,
You were.
and that's why I couldn't shed them.
I played a Halloween show as the whole band went as Futurama.
That
So-
was that was a great show.
Yeah.
That was the tree stage.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah,
I was in basically my underwear that show.
we couldn't get Arkose to agree on like one group of like a group costume. There's no way we wouldn't.
I don't even know. I can't even begin to fathom what that would be.
Yeah.
I think I was gonna say we go as the Ninja Turtles and then you're Master Splinter, but
Damn,
That's not bad.
that's not bad.
Shit, I remember.
I'm not a huge Ninja Turtles fan, and I probably want to be Michelangelo, even though I don't like Michelangelo that much.
But he's the party dude.
I know. I don't. Kyle's more of the party.
no,
dude.
Alan. I think Alan would be
Alan the party
Michelangelo.
Yeah, he's Michelangelo for sure.
Okay.
Cowabunga.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be Leonardo, obviously.
I don't know. I think Aaron's Leonardo. Because
No.
he's the
That
responsible
could
one.
be. Well,
He's the responsible one for sure.
Which one's Donatello? He does machines.
I was gonna say Aaron's Raphael, but the grumpy one.
the girl. Wait.
Andrea says we all dress up as Chewbacca's.
Chewbacca.
Oh, all Chewbacca's. I like that.
The mini stages. Of
Sold.
Mini stages.
I'm
No,
in. I
we
am
go as-
down for that.
Do we go as the like real life looking Chewbacca's, or do we go as all of the Chewbacca's that the South Park kids went as in one of
Yes,
the Halloween
yes.
episodes?
Yes.
Just the mask.
No.
Yep.
Go as the Chewbacca's from the holiday special of Star Wars.
Oh.
Oh, with the mom and the grandpa.
Oh my god, it
family.
was so bad. You could all dress up as Michael McDonald, Aaron says.
That'd be the mini stages of Michael McDonald.
I love that.
Kyle goes as like Doobie Brothers
Doobie
Michael
Brothers.
McDonald, and I would probably go as Solo
Solo.
Michael McDonald.
Oh,
'Cause
duh.
he's definitely older.
I would see
But I
that.
know that Kyle's got more gray than I do.
It's true.
I just have less hair. I'd have to get a wig.
You-
There isn't the bald Michael McDonald.
There's no bald Michael McDonald.
It hasn't happened yet.
We went as a scene from Always Sunny last year for Halloween.
That shit's so great.
Yeah?
We went as the Halloween episode. Mike dressed up as Dan DeVito as the man spider, where he's the like the giant spider.
Not Willie
Yeah,
Nelson.
that's
though.
right.
Not Willie Nelson.
I remember that. When was he? He was Green Bastard last year too, wasn't he?
That was 2 years ago.
Okay. That was at Carnahan. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
We didn't play that show, but
I would probably go as Iron Man again.
Iron Man, nice.
Yeah. That was a couple of years ago. Kyle missed
Mm-hmm.
that Halloween. It wasn't a show.
I've gone as Jesus like 7 Halloweens.
It was great.
I've been trying to shy away from the Deadpool because I'm like
I don't know. Does anybody remember who we got here now? Anybody remember
Nick
the
Maxon just
Iron
popped
Man?
in.
Iron Man.
Probably
costume?
accidentally again.
Probably nobody's on here. Nobody's in
Nobody's on accident. Yeah, he did last time.
Yeah, last episode he popped in. He's like, I accidentally clicked this. I don't want to watch you. Yeah,
Honesty.
don't blame you.
You didn't suck it in though, and him stay there for the next 2 hours.
No, he just and didn't Zildjian. He
Zildjian,
he popped. He's
yeah.
like, hey Nick. I'm like, Nick's not here.
There's no Nick here. Yeah.
And then Nick's like, I accidentally clicked in here.
Oh. So what else? We got. That's all we got upcoming, right?
We talked about this weekend's shows.
Talked
Yeah, we
about
talked about the Islander show.
Yeah.
Album's coming out Friday. The goal in the near future is to try to shoot a music video, but
Yes.
we can't decide on what song or what to do with them.
We have
What-
3 on the board. board.
Got 3 on the
Three
board.
on the board
I mean,
that are ready to be.
My vote's for one of the songs I'm in, so I can just be off in the
Well,
distance screaming.
So
Well,
the
so
black
the
is
one I
one
picked
of them.
is Lance Wants the Black, and he's got an elaborate multi-million-dollar
Yes.
Video idea.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have the budget for that, though.
No.
My song is River of Deceit, and I've got an awesome idea that wouldn't
Yeah.
cost hardly any money, and you're on that song too.
Yeah.
Plus, it would be a kind of a party scene, so really anybody could be in
Which
that
is
video.
odd. We do have more than 2 songs on this CD.
And then
There's more than 2 on the
So
CD.
it's a full,
Okay.
it's a
Yeah, I
full
think-
CD, not an EP,
Correct.
like not a demo EP.
Well,
it's a full.
thanks to the hidden track,
album-ish.
it's 45 minutes.
Nice.
It's
Islander's
If
on
we
my
were a punk
birthday.
band, it would be a double
is pretty
EP
nice.
or a double album. But
Islander is on my
R.I.P. is
birthday.
6
Well, I tell you what, do you,
It's all
do you
10 minutes.
consider
Sounds
is
right.
is Rain and Blood a full length album? I've never seen that it was an EP.
I'm pretty sure it's considered a full length album.
Yeah,
That's what,
and
like
this
35
one is
minutes.
longer.
I mean, Edge of Sanity has The Crimson, which is a 45-minute song.
Yeah,
Pretty
but
sure,
Rain and
like-
Blood is like 28 minutes long or
Yeah.
23.
Like Napalm Death Scum is like what 24 songs and it's like 30 minutes.
I don't
And we're
get
longer
that, I don't
than
think.
Maybe less than
Protein.
that.
Protein.
Crotein was fucking 10 minutes long, and it's a 10
How
song
about
album.
Chromax?
Chromax.
Stand on
Fuck
that.
yeah,
Are you
Chromax.
serious?
Love me some Chromax,
Yes.
yeah.
Yep.
Damn. Old stuff.
I need to send you some Crotein. It's an Always Sunny
Wow.
in Philadelphia power violence band.
Okay.
Okay.
Speaking
Crushing
of,
tone.
speaking
Gotcha.
of like, there's a power violence band called The Locust that has like, one of their CDs is like 45 songs and it's like 20 some minutes.
Sounds like old DRI
Yeah.
or Dead Kennedys was that way.
Dead Kennedys was pretty,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was pretty.
I love me some Dead Kennedys.
I don't think I've listened to Dead Kennedys since Dead Kennedys listened to Dead Kennedys.
Which
It's been
makes
a long-
complete sense.
I'm pretty sure Holiday in Cambodia was one of the first like real like classic punk rock songs that I ever heard.
This is a good one. It's a good one.
That's on Guitar Hero 3.
Was it? Yeah.
That's the only way I know that song. Not a punk guy. Dave knows.
I respect that. It's fine.
I was this
You
close
missed a
to,
lot of punk shows. I've seen you at punk shows.
as I
I
say,
know
I was,
a lot
I
of
was
punk shows.
probably this close to putting Misfits as my favorite band
Yeah.
of all time. They're right up there too. So
You should check
But
out
he
Walk
can't
Among
because
Us.
I said
yeah,
Danzig
the
was my
piano.
favorite.
Yes, I've checked them out before.
They,
You
they,
said dancing, you know, yeah.
the
Yeah.
drummer is like the head of this podcast network.
Really?
Yep.
Okay,
Good friend
that's
of mine.
interesting.
Good friend of
Dancing
ours.
drummer?
Oh,
Chuck
Nate,
Biscuits?
Nate Phillips, the Pod Daddy himself.
Oh. I thought Chuck Biscuits.
We call him the
had
Pod Father. I call him the Pod
The
Daddy.
Podfather, I like that.
Podfather.
some- Yeah.
I talked to the Podfather today.
So
I'm shocked he didn't pop in here.
I'm shocked. I'll be shocked if you're still allowed to do this after this
I'd
episode.
shocked if there was more than 10 people on here.
There's 6.
It kind of comes and goes, doesn't it?
He's like, I'm not shocked.
It's probably the most people we've had in a while.
It's one of those days where when you were thinking to yourself on the way here, actually, this is kind of cool. Somebody asked us to do something like this, and then
I've been wanting to get
like,
you guys on here
you
for
get
a
it kind
while.
of excited and everything, and then you come in here and you do this, and it's like, fuck reality.
Yeah, fuck this.
5 people are interested, and 3 of them are in the band.
In the band, yeah.
So, and probably just checking to see if Kyle and I
Or behaving.
yeah, right.
You
We
are
need a
behaving.
good scolding when we go to practice.
They're just checking to see if you're behaving.
Right.
Right. Well, I haven't gotten any text messages from anybody.
Shut
You're
the fuck
not
up.
allowed to
Don't
say
bother.
that.
Don't bother coming to practice tonight.
Yeah.
Have fun at this show by yourself.
It's okay. My band played a show. We went all the way to Chicago and played for 4 people.
Yeah, but it's Chicago. Was it House of Blues?
No, it was
That would've
some.
been pretty
It would have been
badass.
sweet. It was some bar next to a Forever 21 in a strip mall.
A bar in a strip mall. Those are classic places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we did
Cactus,
similar. We went to
Champs.
Pennsylvania and played for 4 or
Champs.
5.
Wow.
The other people in the bands,
Yep.
not
Same that we
included.
played.
And then there was like one other person. But we did stop at a Goodwill. Squire got his Christian shirt, Christian chick shirt there. His little chicken, and it said Christian chick. And I found a used shirt at Goodwill. It was the used
Solid.
shirt.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Yes.
Not
Yeah.
second generation.
So now I can
So I would
honestly
say with
say I have had a used shirt and a brand new shirt.
It's like this is a shirt that someone got from Goodwill, but took it to Salvation Army.
So I have a bunch of brand new albums on my computer, and I don't know where the hell they came from.
Oh, I don't know.
So
I'd say probably me from 10 years ago.
I listen to them, and I don't like them. But
Yeah, it's probably not your thing.
no, that's why whenever I run across them, like,
He says that, but if you walk out into the studio late at night, you'll catch him listening to the quiet things that no one ever knows. The tear coming down the side of his face.
Just a single tear. You have to have one tear.
and I usually have the image of that Indian from a long time ago.
Yeah.
And the trash.
And those
I
nights
usually-
are
that
rough.
one right there gets me going.
Those
Yeah,
nights
that
are
one.
rough.
And then I add in
because
the score.
you
to
get
the,
him going down the
Yeah.
rabbit
Yeah.
hole.
Oh, yeah.
You get him going down the rabbit hole, and you're within like 10 feet of the entrance to the studio. You're getting sucked in,
You're sucked in.
and then you're there for another hour and a half, just like, hey, check this out. All right,
At least.
have you heard this song? Hey,
Yeah.
check this out. All right, we did this one time.
I would say there's a lot of people in my circle of life that
Have
would
experienced
have
that.
loved to have it where I was maybe 7 years old instead of as old as I am. And they'd be like, "So what all the stuff have you done?"
I can wipe my ass.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Wrote my name on my paper for first grade this morning by myself.
Look fucking shitty.
Here it is.
Here it
That's
is.
all I got.
It looks shitty. Did I mention I can
Right.
wipe my own ass?
Yes.
Officially.
Skilled. That's skilled
Skill.
labor.
That's skills.
Skilled labor.
Now he's 47. You should see all the things hanging on his parents' refrigerator from him.
From last week.
I moved up to Penne.
This podcast will be hanging on
I
the
don't use
refrigerator
macaroni
tomorrow.
anymore. Yes. There'll be a macaroni picture of this podcast
Over there.
on the fridge.
I was thinking you were gonna take the video and get like one of those picture frames, like those digital picture frames,
No, I'm still old school.
and just like put it on the refrigerator. It's
I
just
may-
on a
So I
loop.
may do a macaroni picture of this podcast, take a picture of that, put it on
Dude,
the
send it
digital
in.
frame.
We need some fan art.
I don't have time. to make
Fan
any
art.
pictures.
Fan art. Oh my god. Some dick fan art.
You heard it here, folks.
Macaroni
Send
fan.
us your fan art,
Preferably macaroni art.
preferably.
What's going on? I mean, people are saying stuff, aren't they?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Aaron says Islanders November 5th, my birthday.
Well, actually, that's the only reason we're playing the Islander show, by the way,
For Dick's
was we
birthday.
were having
Dick's birthday
a
party.
Dick's
that's
birthday
hilarious. I'm not even a
celebration
big
party.
Islander fan, but okay.
Yeah, but
Okay.
it's
Yeah, I'm more of a
Arkose.
Peninsula fan.
It was the only place we could book for your birthday show.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, so this
He-
happens at Islanders.
Aaron also said it needs to be done. I don't know what needs to be done, but it needs to be done.
needs to be done.
I will
Yeah.
I
be
will.
done. Or maybe he's talking about the podcast. Needs to be done. You guys have said too much. Get off of there.
Yeah.
Get out.
I kind of have to pee, so I mean,
We're hanging
there's
out.
that.
I thought
Yeah.
we were hanging out.
Yeah.
Well,
We're about to hit 2 hours, which is the longest we've gone in a long time. We've been
that's
keeping it
good.
pretty close to like an hour
I
lately,
haven't
but
went 2 hours in a long time.
I prefer not to go 2
Who the
hours.
hell has that kind of time?
It's
Exactly.
just waiting
Too
that
much
long.
to do.
I sweat too much.
I used to prefer to go 2 hours, but
You can go 7 minutes multiple times.
Yeah.
for once I have someone that's like good at what they do, so I just can't last 2 hours now.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And by the way, so this
We're
is
talking about arts and crafts, right?
Yeah.
this is recorded.
We're still on macaroni pictures.
Right, it's recorded. Anybody and everybody can pull this up and watch this at any
Yes.
time.
Absolutely.
Correct.
Okay. So will you guys
The question
back
is,
me
are
up
they going to?
as witnesses that Dick said he would trade me his Chapman guitar for one of my guitars?
I'm not
You know, I
trading.
saw that. I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that.
So
Yeah.
this is it's
The
fact.
Chapman Ghost Fret is mine. They don't even make that. They don't even make that color anymore.
I don't. The colors.
I,
It's not
yeah,
bad.
they don't. They don't make
It's
it.
not bad.
They
I
don't make
hate
it
blue.
anymore.
I hate blue. I was gonna scratch all that off. And
Because
flat
your eyes are
black it.
blue.
Maybe that's it.
That's
Maybe
why
That
you
is-
blue so
I hate my
much.
eyes.
His gay jeans are blue
No, I
too.
don't. I don't. Yeah, look at this. The gay jeans.
Back to the gay jeans.
Yeah.
Full circle.
Full circle.
All the way back to the beginning, aren't we?
Yeah.
It's the
Does
circle
that
of
mean
life.
it's time?
I think that means it's probably about time.
Yeah. So you guys ready? We gonna bring this home?
Bring it
Wherever you
home.
are.
It's
Bring it
you know I hate ending things.
Hate ending it.
I mean, part of me thinks, okay, we got some other stuff to do, and then the other part of me thinks, I'm never going to see Dick again.
Ever.
This is it. This is
is
the
it.
end.
This is the end.
This is not.
Oh, I get it. I get
I
it.
pulled that in.
Damn
This is not goodbye. This is till next time.
Until next time.
Damn it, Lance.
I pulled it in there.
I like this guy. This guy.
Every show. Every show.
Please come to every show.
What is this? What is this? Are
Oh,
we ready? Are we ready? This is the end.
Yes.
Just screamed. I can never play that. I can never sing that song.
No.
Me
No,
neither.
Dick could not.
Could not do
That
sing
was.
song.
I mean, I came close on the others. That song fucked me
Here's what I don't.
so hard.
There's only 3 verses, and I get them all confused.
They're the same.
Yeah, they're so
Yes.
fucking similar. I don't, like,
Yep.
I think I'll probably have to bring a cheat sheet for that song this weekend.
I have my cheat
I mean,
sheets all made up.
we're not playing that song
I
this
mean,
weekend.
I still want to do a vocal cover of Sightless.
We are also, there may be some Drench surprises, maybe.
Oh yeah.
It's a good
I
possibility.
mean, I'm willing to start a Drench cover band if
You
you
can buy this CD, and there will also be new songs that aren't even on this CD will be debuted at these shows as well.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So
Yeah, they have a couple new songs.
the only way you can hear them is coming to this show
Nice.
or coming to practice. And if you come to practice, there's a good chance we're going to put you to work a little bit, like drawing formulas, or
Drawing
schematics
formulas.
on the-
And mustaches.
and mustache.
Yes.
Yeah.
And an
Alan.
old-timey top hat.
Should Alan have a vote on what kind of mustaches are okay, or should it?
No, he gets
No.
a curly from my perspective, he's got the old-timey top hat,
I mean, yeah.
curly mustache, and a monocle.
I think
Okay, I like it.
it's definitely from whose perspective.
It's
Yeah.
got to be perspective. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
it's America. We should be able to get what we want
Right.
within reason. Like,
So you're saying America's kind of like Burger King?
have it your way.
BK Lounge.
The BK Lounge.
Gotta have coops.
Excuse me.
Gotta have coops. Oh my god. It's old Dane Cook there for you.
God damn.
Oh, one of these days you'll become elderly.
Become elderly. I'm already feel it. Like, is it?
So it'll hit you, and you'll be like, "Oh, the good old days," and that's all you'll think about. Like Dane Cook to me was yesterday.
I saw him. I
That
saw him
might have
on
been yesterday.
Jimmy Fallon. I think he's looking
I wouldn't
rough.
watch Jimmy Fallon.
He's looking rough. No, all I saw was the thumbnail on YouTube.
Oh,
I didn't even watch it. I just saw
and
him.
he's looking rough.
Yeah, he's looking rough.
Did he
Like,
bang Jessica Simpson?
I think
Was
so.
it? Yeah.
So
It was one
what
of
do you?
Jessica's.
What
Jessica
do you do
Alba.
after
Oh,
that?
Jessica.
Was it Jessica?
she was
No,
in that movie with him. Good Luck Chuck.
Oh yeah. They
Yeah.
probably bang.
Who's the one
Probably.
that Justin Timberlake's banging or married to or whatever?
Oh,
that
fuck, I don't
Beal,
know.
Jessica Biel.
I don't
Is
know.
he made the full? Is there? Do you get an award for sleeping with Jessica Alba, Jessica Simpson, and Jessica Biel? Is that like a
Britney
trifecta?
Spears.
The
I think
trifecta.
that's
Jessica.
heaven, isn't it? You just
What about Britney
automatically
Spears?
get in.
He's get in. The
I
try
mean,
Jessica.
who knows how many of them he got during the Mickey Mouse Club? So,
Yeah.
I mean, he was around them all then. So,
Some Brittany and Christina fondlings.
Yeah.
Backstage fondlings.
Yeah.
Oh.
that's gross. They're so, they were
We're
so young.
doing it
We're doing it.
right now.
This is sex.
Oh, they were so young.
Justin Timberlake speared
That's so
Britney.
bad.
Oh.
Oh, and I'm the one that put that thought in everybody's head. This is my fault.
It's your fault, Nick.
Ah, shit.
Your fault. It's your fault that we're terrible people.
It's you know what? It's always the dick's fault.
It's always Dick's fault.
Yeah.
Story of my life.
All right, let's go ahead and fucking
Yeah.
close this before it gets too far.
Before-
Again, before Lance gets kicked out of his own band.
You get that NC-17 rating.
Right.
All right, thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. As the little pre-roll thing at the beginning said, you can check us out live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube, and you can get us in audio form every Thursday on Podbean, iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, all that fun stuff. So if for those still watching, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. You can get us, again, audio form. Subscribe on iTunes, all that shit. It's fun stuff. Thank you guys for coming. Seriously.
It's a lot of fun.
Good time.
Again, this
Absolutely.
is a show I've been looking forward to the last couple weeks. And
He's been telling about us happening. I'm like, I was getting excited. It kept getting
so
canceled.
Kyle's like, hey, not going to happen. Fuck.
Which is not my fault. I just want to point
No,
that out.
it is not. I mean, yeah, work. You know how it is.
I get it.
work starts
Totally get
to
it.
slip into your personal
Yeah,
life.
this is a show I've been looking forward to, not only for like since I asked, but since before that, because I've been wanting to get you guys in here.
I think we would be happy to do it anytime.
Yeah,
We would
I
probably
would be.
love it to have it, I mean, we'd probably love to set up something if we wanted to do a full band come in
That'd be really
and,
neat.
hang out. And
That'd be
chat,
awesome.
We could squeeze in or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, again, like I've wanted this show for a long time. I've definitely wanted Alan. I've wanted you because you're fun to talk to. Kyle, he's been talking about getting him and Matt on here.
Yeah.
Aaron's all right.
I'd show up by myself.
Aaron's all right.
Andreas, I always love talking to Andreas. He's got some fun, like just interesting topics to talk about. Like he was always talking like Game of Thrones or fucking bringing in like politics and shit, which we didn't even get into politics.
We don't want to.
Now
Yeah.
we had our own Hillary Clinton song, so
Yes.
another one that never made it out of the vault.
Yep. Good song though.
It was.
Good song.
I actually had that stuck in my head the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it. So again, thank you guys for coming. Dave, thank you for being you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for existing.
And
Thanks.
And thank you.
Thank you.
You're a pleasure to be around.
Oh, thank you. You know what? I like this guy even more now. Kyle's cool too.
I'm alright.
Moderately okay.
Moderately okay.
I think Kyle's pretty cool.
I always
He's
say
a
I'm
cool guy.
mildly
He's a cool
okay.
guy.
He's a cool guy.
I'd hang out with him again.
He's not like one of these young kids
Yeah.
with their
See, we're
devil
doing it. We're doing it. This is the
Devil's
rabbit
music.
hole. This is the rabbit hole, man.
Sorry.
All right,
Sorry.
bring it home. Sorry.
Arkose new album, The Black Friday.
Arkose.
Arkose.
Weird.
Arkose.
Alan chimes in. He goes, "Fuck yeah, your rock, dick.
Your rock.
My rock."
Yes.
Thanks,
your
Alan. Thanks, Alan. Thanks, Aaron. He says, "I'm back, bitches." Yeah, at the end.
Was
Cool.
that a your rock or a you are rock? Was there an apostrophe in there?
You
It's
are
just-
rock.
It's your rock.
Your rock. So it's
Your rock.
okay. So you
It's
have
your-
the
It's
rock.
possessive.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah, we came from Delphi. We know how to speak English.
Somewhat.
Yeah, a little bit. They learned us good.
Oh yeah.
You'll learn real good.
They learned us real
Hey,
good.
what's on next week? I mean, we're on this Friday and Saturday. North End Pub.
Yeah,
What are you on next week?
I don't think we're doing a show next week.
Really?
I don't know.
This is it? Is got like a recovery period?
I think, well, next week I got something going on during the record day, so
Okay.
something
Yeah.
might be going up. Either there's something we already have pre-recorded, or maybe Dave's got something up his sleeve.
We're working on something.
I don't
Kyle
know.
and I are working on something.
I'm intrigued.
Hell yeah.
I'm
We'll
intrigued.
keep you in the loop.
Damn.
So,
Part of the inner
I have to
circle now.
subscribe.
Subscribe.
I'm gonna have to now.
Like and subscribe.
It's a part of me that thinks that I can't even I don't even want to leave.
You're part of this
I
now.
don't
Right?
even want to miss it.
he has become one with the couch. Alright, guys, if that is all, please make every day a big dick day. Bye, guys.
Yee.
Alright, done recording. We're still live. So,
Facebook.
Facebook, it's been fun, it's been real.
It's not real fun.
Alright. Bye, Aaron. Bye, Alan. Whoever else is left.
See
Bye,
you
everybody.
Bye, my mom.
later on tonight.